Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's the leader of the Cosmic Armada, Wolf Nara, back to bring you another discussion. And it's been 9 months. I want to say 9 months since me and Fish actually did a JJK discussion. You know, Fish is actually anti. He was actually anti JJK for a
Few
nice
months,
period of time.
I couldn't fuck with this shit, but we back.
No cap. So you know what I'm saying? I couldn't even get mad at so you just gotta respect it. But after this chapter, hey, he was hashtag bring Yuji back, so they brought Yuji back. So I had to, have my boy on the channel again. Even though I've been begging this nigga for months, this nigga, fraudulent, you know what I'm saying? But it's still my boy. You
Hey,
feel
hey,
me?
back. Tommy, he was just like, all right, let me stop fucking around and actually put out a decent chapter. So here we are.
No cap, no cap. So first things first, what you think of the chapter, Fish? Like just a quick little overview, you feel me?
You know what I mean? I'm biased when it comes to JJK, bro. This is one of my favorite series, but I was saying 10 out of 10, bro. Peak. Every page was peak. Well, no, I get 99.9 because not Maki, no Maki at all. But other than that, bro, this is a peak chapter. Like, we gotta hop right into like, bro, Destin one. Like, why was she looking at this nigga calling him
Yeah.
Destin one? Gumi, what?
Hold on, let me pull this up. You know what I'm saying? I gotta pull out the chapter, you feel me? That's the one thing I tweaked on. So why she are you talking about in regards to Hannah?
Yeah, Hannah. She looks and she's like, "Good morning. Did you sleep well, Destin one?" Megumi waking up from his cush nap, holding his head and shit. How
Mm,
long was I?
yeah, my boy. My dry, extra dry, bro. So
Got my Dory in a bathrobe, drinking wine. Like, what's up with these niggas, man?
hey, I'm not gonna let that page is saucy. You see him looking out the window with the little wine glass, though? Cap.
Man,
Bro,
this shit is
I was like, yeah, this is first time we're in the bro. He had to be saucy. I understand, gang. No cap.
it was good, bro. And honestly, I'm just like, I was kind of confused at first reading. I'm like, how did all these niggas link up? You know, I mean, I don't know. A lot of people agree, but Akutami has a weird way of how he transitions and has people in place to do. But I didn't have any complaints with this. Him running into Takaba, looking for Megumi. He describes them. Takaba, remember, then they look up and see Megumi getting. I'm like, whatever, fine. It's kind of convenient. I'll let it slide. I just wanted my boys back together. It was great seeing Megumi and Yuji just in a chapter together, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I want
Oh
to see them
yeah.
get another fight, just like in Shibuya incident when they fought the inverted dude together. I would love to see these niggas go at somebody again. Just JJK, they love jumping niggas. I can't.
Yeah.
I love seeing niggas get jumped.
No cap, bro. So that actually also made me kind of think about how far they actually came as friends. Like in regards to how distant Megumi was before and like initially when they met versus how they are currently and how many things how much they actually went through together to get to this point in their friendship. So when I do
Yeah,
see them together, it's like they're like genuine friends, and when they do actually have banter, I kind of like think about all the previous shit where Megumi wouldn't even joke around with Yuji and shit. He'd just be like super duper fucking serious for no reason.
and it's so funny you say that because even in this chapter, he's like, Yuji, don't you even know what caution means? And he's like, ah, well, you know. Then he's like, you know what? Megumi's like, you know what? Sorry, thanks for helping me. That was hard, bro. Like really had to catch himself. Like, bro, I'm really tripping on the homie. Like, let me relax, bro. Like, we're good,
Okay.
right? So, you know what I mean? Like, Yuji handled it. Like,
So another thing I actually want to talk to you about is like the teams that's forming right now. You feel me? Like each different colony, one of our main cast is forming a team.
yeah, we do have what Ryu, Ishigori, and Yuta. Those two were left. And then what Hikari and Charles Bernard was like, I don't give a. I mean,
Yeah.
Maki, carry those two guys too, right? She said the swordsman and the
Yeah. Yeah.
so
So
did
now,
go.
if
Go
you know,
ahead. Go ahead.
so if you notice, each team actually complements each other very well. So you have Hikari and Kashimo and Charles Bernard, a guy who can see the future, a guy who's a strategic master, and someone who gives immortality. You feel me? Even if it's to himself, we don't know if he has someone else with him, if he's able to actually, do the same thing to them. Feel me? So you have that aspect. You feel me? Then you have Yuta and Ishigori, someone who's able to pretty much copy whatever they can as long as they ingest a piece of you. Then you have Ishigori, who has the highest curse energy output. That's another team. And now you have Hana, who's a sealing master, Yuji, Megumi, and Takaba. And Takaba OP.
That's honestly one of the craziest squads right there. This Megumi, Yuji, the Angel, and Takaba has one of the most broken techniques as well. This squad in itself right here, these four, is an insane squad. Like, I don't think a lot of people realize that. Like how you're bringing it up right now, a lot of people don't really understand how fucking broken this squad is.
Yeah, but that also made me want to segue into this. What do you think Hannah means by the fallen one?
So, I've seen some stuff on Twitter, and my current train of thinking, just from like various stuff I've seen so far and what people have been talking about, what I'm thinking right now is that the fallen one, like Sukuna, has a connection to, because Tengen was from the Nara era or something like that, which was before the Heian era, and he used to preach about jujutsu. He wasn't like one of the fighters doing this and that, but he was just preaching it like a religion type shit. So I feel like there was a time when he was like, it's Sukuna. Is Hana confirmed to be like 1,000-year, like one of those 1,000-year people?
Hana, if I'm not mistaken, she's from this time period, but it looks like she's kind of similar to how Sukuna is. So maybe she was one of those 1 in a million chance where the cursed spirit could kind of take over the body by ingesting the cursed object. Kind of how Yuji's big brother is.
Yeah. Yeah. So then, if that's the case, I just feel like even this chapter made me feel like her saying this about fallen ones and Tengen being one of those people who was preaching jujutsu. It was like there was like a time where there's a certain religion in place, I guess, and then Sukuna potentially fell out of grace from that. That's kind of like my train of thinking right now, because the way she's even talking about like her God and but this is like mainly her beliefs, but it's just like I feel like there was at one point just like this overall understanding, and Sukuna fell from that during the Heian period and tried to do his own thing, because he was once a man as well. So, and like, I mean, I don't know how you feel about this, but we have to get like a Heian, not like a whole arc, but it has to be like a flashback at some point where we focus on Sukuna being once a man, what led him to become into a curse, and go from there. I don't know if
I feel like we need more than just a few chapters for that. I feel like we need like a Sukuna hidden inventory type of deal, because yeah, an entire arc, just like how Gojo got his, because a lot of the things, even including the things that Sukuna is actually planning right now, has a lot to do with what went on back then. And for us to only get 4 to 5 chapters or 6 chapters just to be like, oh yeah, this is his entire backstory, I think that'd be more rushed than anything.
You think he could do it well in like 5 to 6 chapters, maybe like 7 or 8, but then you start pushing like 7 to 8 to like 10 chapters. It's kind of like basically an arc. So I kind of see where you're going.
Yeah, I say about 10 chapters is perfect for Sukuna. To each can set up each part for his story.
I feel like this might be one of the best parts of Jujutsu Kaisen. We have to, and then not even if, we have to get that. Like, in my opinion, I think we have to get that. Like, you know what I mean? Like a truly Sukuna focused section of the story. Like, we have to get that. There's no way around it.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you, bro. Especially because it kind of goes back into another point where I think that Hana and the mouth thing is 2 different entities, because she was kind of like arguing with it, like, you don't have to tell them everything about me. And then we have the thing with Tengen where he was kind of making contracts with different I said Tengen, Kenjaku, when he was kind of making contracts with different cursed spirits and cursed users and jujitsu, well, most likely or not jujitsu sorcerers as well back in his time, you feel me, to bring him to the present. And so although her plan is to like eliminate all of the past sorcerers, when Kenjaku plan comes to be about, even if it's like Sukuna's plan, all of that's gonna take a backseat for that moment. That's what's gonna allow her to actually be like, wow, we're actually gonna have to use the sealing realm to unseal Gojo. Or it may be something with Megumi and her techniques combining. You You feel me? To separate the two, and then maybe that's how Sukuna gets out of Yuji.
Do you think so you think soon, like, well, I don't even want to say, okay, here's my main question. Do you think that these niggas are gonna end up having to tell her the truth? Like, hey, Sukuna's in this nigga, like, but that's the homie, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the homie. Like, I don't want you murdering this nigga, but we understand Sukuna needs to be getting rid of. We all have the same, you know, all our goals align. Do you think they're gonna come out and just tell her the straight up truth? Like, yeah, our goals align. This nigga Sukuna's in my nigga, but like, he's a good nigga. Like, we want to get him out if we can. But she didn't say, like, what she say? It's not impossible, but like they would probably die, is what she said, though. Trying to help split people up, like Sumiki and shit like that. But have we even seen Sumiki? I'm not trying to like change the subject off that, but have we even seen Sumiki?
Yeah, we seen. So the last time we seen Sumiki, she woke up out the hospital bed, looking out the window, with the Tengen soul transfiguration sign on her forehead. So essentially, she's
and we heard her voice around the time Megumi fainted too, and Angel found him. He was just like, stupid sister. It might have just been like a little thing in his head, but I mean, I've heard some people saying they think maybe she's hiding in it, like he's keeping his sister in his shadows.
Yeah, either that or she's like her soul, like what put her to sleep is the divine dog.
So, all right, so
or Megumi summoned the 10th shadow on accident, because even in the beginning of the story, he already knew the technique.
So, what was the next rule they're trying to do? Like, I already forgot. Like, what was the next rule they're trying to get? Because they said they have enough points. What are they trying to set in place?
They're trying to allow the people in the culling games to enter and exit the colonies.
And just leave the game if they want to.
Yeah, but they said it may fuck up the game, so they're gonna have to probably. The game is most likely gonna have them have to accumulate a certain amount of points before they can actually leave the game.
My thing is, okay, so moving forward, then if we're getting this close and we have this many points and they're trying to add a rule like that, you know what I mean? Like, there's no way this nigga Kenjaku is just not privy to anything these niggas have been doing. Like, there's no way he's like just unaware of all the rules that's been getting added lately. And Yuji, and like, he has to know what the fuck is going on. You know what I mean?
See, I don't think any of that matters anymore to him. Because the end result of the game itself, because at that point he wants to create a world where it's just pretty much chaos. And there's not really any control to the chaos.
So you think Kenjaku's main focus right now will probably be to go after like where Tengen's at?
Yeah, he's gonna pretty much wait to the end result of the game, because they kind of gotta wait to the end result of the game, and then he's gonna go with Tengen's at if he doesn't interrupt the game one way or another.
That's gonna be bad for Yuki and Choso. I just don't see that, like, the situation they're in. I don't see it being good, and I feel like Yuki's really strong. Choso has some facilities, but it's like, I just don't see this ending well for them if they actually have to face off against Kenjaku. And Kenjaku's not dumb. He's gonna be sending spirits and stuff first before he actually attacks himself.
See, I see Choso getting transfigured. You feel me? Not necessarily like him, but I feel like he's gonna be one of the spirit that gets affected by Uzumaki, where he can kind of take the spirit itself and add it to his collection. Because Choso is still just a cursed object inside of a. He don't necessarily need the vessel. And so in the entire story of Jujutsu Kaisen, if you notice, because like during my reread, Gege puts Yuji through so much suffering, and Yuji always have a power up after that suffering. So for him to actually acknowledge Choso to a degree that he's his brother to a degree, or for Choso to actually grow on Yuji, because if you notice after the realization that Choso found out that they was brother, they actually started working together to take out the cursed spirits, and when Yuji wanted to be left alone, Choso was right there by him. And even when he wanted to actually take out the cursed spirit, he would actually call Choso. So essentially, at that point in time, the only person he felt could understand where he was coming from was Choso. So they probably grew close together. So that'd be another tragedy that'll most likely come across in Yuji life. So
are you intentionally trying to make me cry right now, or?
Hey man, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying?
It's like, nigga, I love Choso, nigga. Like,
I do too. Today, that supernova, yo, bro, no cap.
nigga, bro. Like, he be holding it down. And so that's another thing too. I wonder when we're gonna get that explained when Yuji does this whole insertion of like memories into niggas' heads. Like this it's happened with Toto. Now it's happening with this nigga Choso. We have to like get that explained. It's kind of like similar to the Sukuna box thing. I forgot. It's just like all these little unanswered things. When Sukuna is like talking, he had that little. He's fighting Jogo. There's that little black box, and he says open. We don't know nothing about that. We don't know nothing about what Yuji's. But then I don't know if you felt the same about this. But during that fight, when he's about to kill Jogo, and everything just goes white, and he's like you shouldn't. Sukuna's talking to him. He's like no you shouldn't blah 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 blah. You're strong. And then Jogo starts crying. He's like, what is this? Sukuna's like, don't ask me. I feel like in that moment, it was more so like Sukuna was in control, but Yuji was like, it was Yuji's words kind of coming through Sukuna. Like how I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if you feel the same. I just like it felt like Yuji's words were talking to that nigga in that moment, even though Sukuna was in control. And then Jogo's just like, bro, what is this? Like crying. And then Sukuna comes back. He's like, don't ask me. And then Jogo's gone.
So I think that was actually Sukuna acknowledging, because if you notice, if I'm not mistaken, Jogo didn't actually absorb any of Sukuna's finger. That was all of his power. Like the only thing Sukuna really didn't respect about Jogo was the fact that once he was beaten, or he thought he was beaten, he wouldn't even try, because essentially what gives them a power boost is almost going insane, being on the thin line of sanity and insanity at the same time. That's kind of why Megumi was also be able to activate domain expansion initially, you feel me, because of that. And so that also seemingly gives them some sort of a boost in regards to cursed energy, because of all the negative emotions you're feeling at that time. And so with Jogo and Sukuna's interaction, I think that was actually Sukuna acknowledging that. However, when he started crying, he didn't acknowledge his weakness. He only acknowledged his strength, because that's the only thing that he respects. You feel me?
Okay.
And that also makes him a even deeper character than what we realize, because even with other special grade cursed spirits, although he's categorized as one and he feels shameful for that, he also tries to have a sense of camaraderie with those spirits as well, before they, then he realized they don't really have any intelligence. You feel me? And so that was also, with this instance, he had more of a sense of camaraderie with Jogo because of Jogo's intelligence and his strength, rather than Jogo's weakness when he starts crying, or when he doesn't want to activate domain expansion.
Okay.
Yeah. So I know that you good, gang. So do you think what do you think that black box is though, gang? Okay.
I mean, when I looked at that, because I had to go, but when I was rereading I was going through Shibuya again a little bit yesterday during my stream and all that, people were telling me about that. So I'm checking it out and I'm just like, I'm lost. Like even now I still been thinking about it. I'm just like, I'm lost, because Sukuna's literally talking about like he's gonna copy this nigga's thing, and then he says whatever word, like it's just a box, and then he just says open. So does that mean technically he's just like, it's just access to other people's like techniques, because he just pulls out flames, and I'm just like, what is that? Because it's like we've seen niggas like Yuta copying shit. Yeah. But we've never seen a nigga just say open to some shit we don't even know what the fuck is in a dialogue box, and then just start copying niggas. Like what? I feel like I don't know. I feel like it's not crazy to think this might not just be something that's exclusive to Sukuna. Like I feel like maybe, I don't want to say Kenjaku could do something like this, but Hana has this thing on her face. Do you think, like how Yuji was saying, like, oh, she's like me? Do you think Hana has someone in like an old spirit or whatever the fuck, something similar like what Sukuna is inside of her, and she's able to have like, because when she went to go cover the mouth pops up out of her hand, just like I used to do to Yuji and stuff. Do you think she has something very similar to that? Because then it would lead me to believe maybe that thing could take over Hana at some point, and it can go into its own little black box, or maybe like a white box, and say open. And I don't know. I mean, what do you think?
I think, okay, This may be some tinfoil hat shit right here. Okay. Maybe some tinfoil hat shit. Okay. So I think that let me start from the beginning. So you know how you said Sukuna's the era that he ruled in was after the era Tengen was preaching Jujutsu. So Sukuna Hana, or the little spirit inside Hana, and or Kenjaku, maybe Kenjaku not so much, but those two specifically was high rank in the religion, because at the time it wasn't a way of life, because of, I think, the influx of cursed energy was a result of that religion. However, well, it was not cursed energy, cursed spirits was a result of that religion, and maybe a result of Sukuna stealing whatever that black box per se is.
That's what is crazy.
And so with him being high ranked in the religion, and maybe that specific seal or inventory or whatever you want to call it being the closest thing linked to Tengen himself, could be why he's regarded as the fallen, and also why he's provided such a divine, quote unquote, by Gege himself, a domain expansion that doesn't need to be necessarily closed.
And I don't know if you've seen this too on Twitter, but that people were talking about Sukuna's domain expansion in regards to Maki. And so in Naoya's domain expansion, Maki wasn't, recognized because she had no cursed energy and stuff like that. So Naoya didn't censor, you know what I mean? So you feel me?
That wouldn't work with Sukuna's.
No, that wouldn't, exactly. That wouldn't work with Sukuna's because his it switches between it automatically targets stuff, even like building stuff like that. It'll just switch, so it doesn't need to be just like stuff with just cursed energy. Like it'll literally destroy everything. So that was I was talking about that on Twitter. I was like, yo, that's
as it becomes stronger. Also, if he gives them a path to escape, that's probably why Inumaki survived.
So, do you think we're gonna see these other students from the schools like at some point? Like, I just feel like we can't go through this whole culling game and we don't see any students from the other school. Like,
that's why we're getting to part 2.
Huh?
That's why we're getting to part 2. They're gonna. Those students are so. I'm sorry, they're trash.
They
absolute
are
garbage. So think about it. Noritoshi.
Garbage.
But think about what he's literally Choso, but trash.
Yeah.
Like, he needs an interaction with Choso. Choso needs to teach my boy something, bro.
Something, because I mean, Choso really has the ups because he's not gonna die from fucking blood loss or whatever, because he's a cursed the womb and all that shit. So he can use as much blood as he wants for the most part, because he don't have to risk dying from blood loss. But he could definitely learn something from Choso, and that would be an amazing like I don't want to call it training arc, but just them meeting up and him like I don't think he bowed to Choso and people, like just him asking this nigga like, bro, like what do I need to do to up my, and then Choso could definitely give this nigga some tips. Most definitely, like
as easy as, bro, why's your hands black? And we using the same attacks, bro, but your hands is black. What's going on with that?
Haven't seen Kamo do that, huh?
No.
Have not seen Kamo do that. Cover his hands with the that was blood Choso was using to cover his shit up?
Yeah, he was hardening his blood. But that was caused like major blood clots, if I'm not mistaken.
That's hard, bro.
Or hemorrhaging.
So I mean, I would say this for young Kamo. I always call him young Kamo. Young Kamo, if he just, I mean, we saw in this arc right now, he's carrying like blood packs with him, little packs of blood. But I just feel like there has to be more he can do. There has to be more he can just. I mean, the hardening, like how you just brought that up. One thing, like that's one specific thing right there. The hardening. Like, why doesn't he have like a skill like Choso, like the supernova shit? That supernova thing Choso did against Naoya?
But that was only possible because he was a cursed womb.
Because he wouldn't have died from his own blood. If Kamo had like...
See, but Kamo has the technique to actually counteract that. And that's the one where he regulates the blood outside it back into his body.
And Kamo could control other niggas' blood if he wanted to, right? Like if Naoya was bleeding, could he take Naoya's blood and like use that as a, like, you know what I mean?
He has to get his blood inside of a scratch or something.
okay, so then splat a nigga with your own blood or something. Then I don't know, bro. I just feel like that's really a good point though. When you bring, I never even thought about that. Like young Kamo and Choso actually like meeting up, and then young Choso developing some shit. That would be such a great like that would make me like him a little bit more. I mean, I already like Choso. I'm talking about young Kamo. This will make me like young Kamo a lot more. He went to Choso and started trying to learn some shit.
And then you got the aspect where like I think Gege himself when he brought up Narutoshi's like past with his parents, how everything was because they wanted him, or he thought essentially that they wanted him to become the head of the clan, and so he feels essentially lost because he couldn't become the head of the clan, and so Gege didn't kind of know what to do with his character at that point. And so now we got the realization in the beginning of this chapter where his parents actually gave him that name out of spite of the clan, and his mother wanted him to return back to her. So who is his mother? Cause she kind of looks like you too.
And he got a little brother too. I wonder if that's gonna like play into something. It was like 2 or 3 pages we got of the mom and the little brother. So I'm like, are they gonna be important later on, or that was just something for us to know, like extra dialogue just for us to know like why his name was that, or I don't know. I was a little confused. But I'm like, are these motherfuckers gonna play like a role later on?
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking. Like, so now with that aspect being put into the story, and we know that Noritoshi is gonna be since he's still here. Because if Gege wanted to kill him by Naoya, he could have let Naoya kill him. But since he's still here, Gege wants to do something really great with him. Even though we know Megumi is a battle genius, even with their first interaction when they had to fight in the hallway, he made the blood tsunami. And then Megumi did the max elephant.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since his first introduction, Kamo, although he's been taking L's, he also learned from every individual L and came back better.
Yeah, I don't put no respect on that nigga, but I mean that's not wrong. Like that's actually a fact. He did come back better, and he cut his fucking hair. Good for him.
No, he didn't cut his. He cut his hair because another nigga told him to get out his crib. He cut his hair. He bum ass nigga. He not getting no pass off that gang. No care. Folks said get out for you not gang. What? I've been gang all my life for you. Never really been gang. Man, I'm gonna cut my hair. I don't want this no more.
Thought you jumped off the porch, nigga.
Bro.
Okay. For the next student, then, like, what do you think of Toto? You know, Toto's one of my favorites as well. Like, I've always said that we have to get Toto back in the story. I don't want to say have to, but it's just like me personally. I would love to see this nigga again because. Just because his curse technique is gone, he has one hand gone, doesn't mean he can't like get a cyber. I would love to see him get a cybernetic hand and then be able to use his curse technique again. But even if that's not the case, he can still come back and be fucking raw because he has curse energy. He doesn't have a specific technique anymore, but he has curse energy. He can still fight. Like I don't.
Isn't Toto's IQ like 250,000?
He's smart as fuck too.
And then he doesn't necessarily need his hands to clap. He just needs to clap hands.
Oh, just clap another nigga's hand. But it said in Shibuya his curse technique was dead though.
To the degree where it was before. But once he smacked, because even with Mahito, he didn't necessarily affect Nanami to the point where Nanami couldn't use critical strike or anything. So he can't really do anything with curse technique. So Toto smacked his hand. He was like, oh, it's a good thing I only touched it for a second because I would have lost my hand if it was the case. But he smacked his hand and transferred somewhere else.
That is true. So I wonder if maybe he could just do that, just slap other niggas shit, or maybe he just keeps a dismembered hand on him or something. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
But like
we have is that far fetched to say like we see Toto again in fights? Like
Toto can get his hand back though if he's in if Toto's in Sendai Colony Part 2, he can get his hand back.
What makes you say that?
Yuta's reverse curse energy.
Yuta could reverse that shit and fix him up.
And Yuta didn't get to see Inumaki because the moment he got there, the higher ups summoned him, and then he had to leave to go pseudo kill Yuji. So he didn't get a chance to go see Inumaki either.
I mean, he knew about the injury though, but he did not see him though. That's true.
So maybe reverse curse technique could give him his hand back. We don't know if it's a limit to that.
Got my fingers crossed.
You feel me? So if he's in Sendai Colony Part 2, because, and the reason I say he has to take part of the colony game because he's a Jujutsu sorcerer still, and 2, he was taking on what, special grade curse spirits without Boogie Woogie.
Yeah.
So it's like he's still a threat. He's still a battle genius. So he could still play a role. He's probably the smartest person there.
Nah, literally.
Like above Gojo. Gojo just gifted.
Other school that I'd be interested to see. Like, I'd honestly be shocked if we saw, because I know we're talking about the other school right now. So I would honestly be shocked if we saw Gaku Ganji pop into this arc and he's using like the dolls, like from the knowledge he got from Yaga. I would honestly be shocked if we actually implemented that into the story in this arc. But I feel like it might be too soon. But my jaw will drop if we see Gaku Ganji in this arc.
I want Gaku Ganji to be the last stand against, not necessarily the last stand, but the first person to encounter Kenjaku. Maybe with like an army of bogus puppets. Maybe he doesn't have enough time to actually like develop them to the point where Principal Yaga told him to have the 3 observe each other so that way they can gain sentience. And so he may not have enough time to say have an army per se, but maybe like a couple of them. But he has to be at the school to try to stop Kenjaku from getting to Tengen.
That would be hard. He gonna lose his fucking life though. But I mean,
because he's, bro, the moment you killed the principal, bro, I didn't even care about your game. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I haven't seen how this nigga fights. Like,
this man is what is that dude with the earlobes from One Piece?
Enel?
No, not him. From Wano. The ninja dude that Raizo fought.
Oh God, Fukuro Kujo.
Okay, he Fukuro Kujo, right? And that nigga did the fusion dance with Netero from Hunter x Hunter, folk. That's how you got that nigga. That's how you got.
Saving Grace is Netero. That's the only nigga I like from that.
So mixed with Jiro from My Hero Academia.
Let me stop. Let me stop. So
no cap.
So do you see, I mean, I kind of want to go back to the group we're at right now with the 4 of them. Do you see Takaba doing anything of significance, or it's just like he's just part of the, I mean, with a curse technique like that, and in one of the chapters even said it rivals, his curse technique like rivals even Gojo's like Infinity or some shit like that. So I feel like
it can rival. Fukuro Kuju, appreciate you, Towns. It can rival Gojo. So like it only the thing about it is it only depends on if he thinks it's funny or not. And so if Gojo overwhelms him with information, and if he doesn't think like being the smartest guy in the universe is funny, then he's gonna get overwhelmed by the domain expansion. He also doesn't know like Hollow Wicker Basket, because I think Hollow Wicker Basket is one of those previous generation simple domains that was taught.
Simple domains are strong too. If you know what you're doing, and you can like if you don't on domain, you know how to use a simple domain that can really save your ass.
Yeah, just same with I can't think of her name. The one with the girl with the axe and the braid and the little brother.
Oh, Mei Mei, the little brother.
Her little brother, bro, he is a monster, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Like,
bro.
She's cool and all, but like he was the MVP of the fight. When he bust out with the death. I hit simple domain. That shit don't work. Oh, hold on. Like, yeah, since she can't do it, but she with the shits. Hold on. Shorty saucy.
That's what Dr. Kami didn't have this nigga smashing his sister. I'm like, bro, we didn't need that. But that
Whoa.
nigga. This some House of the Dragon shit. Like, get this shit out of here, man.
No cap. But Shorty he got a little sauce to him. So then initially the entire point of this event was not only to weaken the Baryon on Tengen, if I'm not mistaken, but also to develop the sorcerers as well. And so do you see any other people from the Kyoto school getting any domain expansions? Because if Mr. Kappa could get a domain expansion, you feel me? Although it's a domain, but it's simple enough to the point where someone has to agree to the terms. So it's a domain, but not a complicated domain.
I'm gonna lose it if we get that little broom chick pulling up to the culling game and she do a domain. I'm gonna just be looking at Akutami like, you get a domain, you get a domain. Motherfucker like Oprah, like stop it, bro. Like, I feel like it makes sense to a certain extent that a lot of these characters are showing off like domains, just like the stakes of this battle and stuff like that. But then there has to like be a limit. You can't just give you know what I mean? Like I don't want to see her pulling up with her fucking broom doing some broom stick domains. Like, bro, get that shit out of here, bro.
She's not, but
like,
she's not a broomstick though. She can pull up on some Tamari shit. You feel me? On some, this is my tornado dome. You feel me?
Jesus.
Hey man, you know what I'm saying? Or
missing from that
me.
School. We got her, we got Toto, Mai or May or whatever. She's already dead. So that was about all the students we were introduced. Mekamaru's gone too.
Yeah, that nigga got smoked.
He got smoked. So we don't. There's no other. Oh, the sword girl. The sword. I mean, she's not raw, but
she has a simple domain.
She has a simple domain. So do you think she pulls up to the culling game at some point?
Yeah, she has to. Every Jujutsu sorcerer has to pull up to the culling games. However, the first part we got introduced to what you want to call the team leaders. Old girl with the broom, she's a scout. Old girl with the sword, she's a vanguard.
I think her name's Miwa.
Miwa? She's trash. I don't really care about it. If I take one foot, it fucks it up. I'm what?
No, I was crying when she was like, I'm gonna put everything into this sword strike. Didn't Kendaku just break that?
Yeah, look at that. Stop it. Stop it. Wait, who are you? Why are you here?
So we could even potentially see Kusakabe then. Kusakabe might show up to the culling game.
Kusakabe. Who's the teacher?
He ended up saving her after Kenjaku didn't broke her fucking sword. Kusakabe was the teacher, dude. He was pussy. He was with Panda. He's like,
oh, the guy who can't forgive Yuji.
Yeah, the one who can't forgive Yuji.
Yeah, so if I make him take this corner, you know, so he's still a panda, I'm just make him keep taking corners, so that way we don't gotta go downstairs. You the reason the Nami died.
But you know what? So, I call him pussy, but I felt that nigga though. I'm like, nigga, I'm not trying to forget this nigga Sukuna on the loose. Fuck all that.
Oh, bro, he know he's trash, bro. The man, hey gang, this nigga fault, bro. He said he can contain this nigga. I'm blaming this nigga. I'm blaming Sukuna. I don't give a fuck. That nigga needs to die. It is what it is. I can't kill this nigga by myself. If I run up, I'ma die, and I don't want to die. I'm not forgiving this nigga.
This nigga's too strong. We gotta get rid of this nigga for real. Like my life is in danger. I feel that. I be hating on Kusakabe, but I feel just like if I was in that nigga's same situation, I'd be doing the same.
Yeah, I can't get mad at that.
I'd be like, nah, bro, we gotta keep searching for. We gotta help the victims, nigga. We ain't here to fight niggas. Fuck all that, man. Sukuna on the loose, nigga.
No cap. So I truly feel that him being the fallen one, like, even though this is like kind of like derailing it a little bit, so my bad. But like to the Sukuna thing, I think like him being the fallen one is really linked to that black box thing.
Like he took that shit from someone or some like Tangen in them or. Like it's a technique he shouldn't have ever fucked with. It was forbidden during their time of the religion or something. I feel you.
And then like, and then Hana, like she probably had the same complex as Eren from Attack on Titan, where he's like, although I'm like, I want to kill all the Titans, but I would use becoming the Titan to kill all the Titans.
Yeah, she's using this reincarnated, type thing in her to do exactly what she's trying to get rid of. The same thing that's in her is what she's trying to get rid of, but she's gonna use it on these other motherfuckers. I feel you.
Yeah, so she can essentially unseal herself, kill herself and the host, and be cool with it. Kill all the other reincarnated sorcerers, and kill, quote unquote, kill. I doubt it, highly doubt it. Probably never happened. Sukuna, achieve her goal, and then still kill herself and be cool. Like everything's done. There's no more reincarnated ones left. The fallen one's taken care of. That's probably the reason why she made the deal with Kenjaku.
It's funny. Her trying to make this, like her stating it this chapter, like Sukuna's her target. That was an automatic death flag for me. I'm like, oh yeah, this bitch finna die. You trying to go after Sukuna? Yeah, you might die because this nigga Sukuna does not give a fuck about nobody. He did not play. He got his own plans, and I don't see it ending well for her now. Like that. That's the nigga you want to go for.
And see, I don't, and that's why I don't feel like they're gonna keep it on the hush, because you could tell by the way Yuji face was, it was almost as if like although we got what Sukuna said after we seen what was through his pupils, it was like with his reaction, Sukuna said what he said and he reacted, and then we go into the Sukuna mindscape and we see what Sukuna actually tells him. He's like, yeah, I'm the fallen, and so Yuji's on the outside reacting to that, and so with that information being shown, he can kind of manipulate Hana to a degree, up until the point where it looks like he's kind of like doing that, but maybe they get into a situation where Gojo needs to be freed.
I said this before too, though. I feel like because we haven't seen it yet, it could be really bad for her, especially if because we haven't seen this yet. The Enchain shit that Sukuna first set off between him and Yuji in the beginning of the series, because he hasn't done Enchain where he takes over Yuji's body just for a minute, just by saying the Enchain. Like this could be bad for like Hana, for Megumi. That 1 minute could just be devastating. I don't know what kind of plans he has for Megumi. I feel like he might not go after Megumi in that, but this would be definitely the perfect time for him to take out Hana, because Sukuna's literally right there. He knows what the fuck she's after. So I'm just like, this ain't good for her, man.
It depends. When he made the deal, was it he wouldn't harm anyone Yuji considered a friend?
Yeah, he said some shit like that, but then Yuji he's like he never really fully agreed to it. So he's like, all right, how about this? So Sukuna says, how about this? If whoever wins in this fight right now, and Yuji's like, all right, let's do slink, head off. So they never actually shook and agreed to the full first terms that Sukuna had presented. So this is why I always say, like, Sukuna might be able to do it in chain and injure whoever he wants, because Yuji didn't first agree to those initial terms. And then Sukuna never fully states that those are the same exact terms when he says, all right, how about we fight and see who wins? And then Yuji's like, yeah, Yuji immediately agrees, and then Sukuna just takes his head off. So I don't know if those same first initial terms that Sukuna introduced are what they exactly have to follow. That's what I've always said. That's why it's kind of confusing to me, because even when I go back and read it, I'm just like, we don't fully know if those are the actual terms. But at the same time, going under a binding vow against your will, it's a lot harder to get, to work and stuff like that. So they've already stated that too about binding vows. So they don't try to like be sneaky with binding vows. It might be actually those same exact terms, just because what we know about binding vows. But I've always felt like it's kind of up in the air with that, just a little bit.
So, do you think that the Tengen situation? Do you think Tengen didn't seal himself away into after the Sukuna situation? Because the reason I say that is because for Tengen to preach, he has to be there. He has to be among the people. For Sukuna to be human and also a Jujutsu sorcerer, and for his time period to come after the Tengen's time period, he must have did something where it triggered the malice in people. Maybe to make himself stronger. The Tengen himself, you feel me? On some God complex, king complex, I'm holier than thou type of situation. And so that allowed cursed spirits to roam. And so for Tengen to get like a hold of the cursed spirits, is even now that Jujutsu sorcerers, they're a lot. They're not. If cursed spirits break out like they did in Japan, all over the world, they wouldn't be able to handle them. Because if I'm not mistaken, it's like 50 something in the world total. And so they wouldn't necessarily be able to handle that. And so if Sukuna unleashed all those cursed spirits after that, and then he gained all of this power, thus gaining like the knowledge to do divine ist domain expansion, and then to the point where he can have his own era, for Tengen to actually be able to put a leash on that entire situation, maybe he had to sell himself away. Since essentially not necessarily cursed energy started with him, but the manipulation of cursed energy started with him.
With Tengen?
Yeah.
That could be interesting.
Let's pop an Ace.
Because I feel like, fuck Ace. I feel like, he might have like been preaching it and stuff like that, but he's never really like I'm thinking about it right now. I'm thinking I don't think there was ever a time where I feel like Tengen was like dead. You know what I mean, nigga? Like he's always had like that star plasma vessel shit. He's always had a different vessel to take. So like he was never really like cooked. Like he was never out of the picture. But it was just like he might have been weaker. He might have disappeared at some point.
I think that didn't come. I don't think the star vessel comes into place until after the first. Like he has to seal himself first for him to actually need a vessel to stay on the world.
Where was that whole place? That tree, that big tree under that. So he might have just been there waiting until he had a vessel.
And not necessarily. So let's say like when he initially sealed himself, he still had the lifespan of a mortal. So initially he could still die, even though he's sealed. So once that probably would have been the main problem back then. Like what would happen once fucking Tengen dies? Like who's going to fucking keep a hold on everything? No one has the ability to actually keep a hold on everything. So now we have to look for a vessel to hold Tengen, and that's where the first star plasma vessel comes from. After he gets sealed, and that's after Sukuna does whatever he does with that black box to make cursed spirits, and you know what I'm saying. My opinion, to make cursed spirits go wild. You feel me? In that area of Japan. Or maybe the world at that point. Because Tengen Berry had to be strong enough to cover the world, if I'm not mistaken, but it's just placed in Japan, right?
I think so, yeah.
So it has to be almost Armageddon cataclysmic event that one thing caused. Because although Jogo was summoning meteors, bro, like that man dropped an entire meteor. He dropped an entire meteor, bro. So even his domain is nothing to scoff at. He was burning people just off his cursed energy and him increasing his heat.
Yeah, bro. Them niggas came out of Dagon's domain with Toji, Maki, Naobito, Nanami, Megumi. That nigga
pulled up smoke to everybody. Ease.
And Toji grabbed Megumi up. So yeah, I hate when people try to downplay Jogo. Jogo was fucking, that nigga was strong as fuck, and people just be trying to play him because he took some L's. Look at who the fuck he was fighting though. He's fighting niggas Ojo, niggas like fucking Sukuna. Like where the fuck you probably will take an L. Like what are niggas talking about?
Exactly. So it's like anybody who goes up against damn near the people he had to go up against is gonna take an L.
Nigga, Megumi's not beating either of them niggas. He's not beating Sukuna right now. You know what I mean? Like he wouldn't have beat Sukuna in that situation in Shibuya. He wouldn't have. Like there was no one.
Even Megumi now wouldn't beat Jogo back then.
Fuck no. Jogo was
like even with the 120% cursed energy boost, he would not have beaten Jogo back then. Now, like, because you got to think about how the weight manipulation for Megumi's domain works. Everything that's under his weight or under his shadow or in his domain he takes on that weight. Like I said, Jogo was dropping meteors. Yeah, Megumi, that was checkmate automatically.
Yeah, there's nothing. Shadows ain't grabbing that shit. Nah, I feel you. Nah, that's a good point.
And then you also have the fact that Jogo, the thing that he's from is what made the reason why he's a cursed spirit is why he's so strong. Like Mahito was an amalgamation of all the humans. Foul energy made Mahito. I think Dogon made from the sea. Hanami is from the earth, and Jogo is from what, natural disasters, if I'm not mistaken, or some shit like that. He's from somewhere. Let me know down below. You know what I'm saying? Where he from? You feel me? But Jogo, one of the only motherfuckers we seen with the maximum facts, and the maximum is the meteor. No cap.
In the chat was over here pointing that out too. That's crazy. Who else we seen with a maximum? Isn't it Kenjaku and
Kenjaku? What Kenjaku used fucking what is his original Ghetto's maximum? And it was Maki. Ghetto was the original person we seen the maximum from, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna tell Carter on. Funny as hell.
You gonna tell Carter, bro? What did I do? Oh.
No cap. So yeah, he's also one of the people who hit domain and hit maximum. Nobody has done that so far. Even if Gojo can do it, and you can assume Gojo can do it, we haven't seen it. So it's like Jogo was definitely built different in regards to just the regular degular Jujutsu sorcerer. Even the non-regular degular, he probably could have took out the Zenin. My boy Jogo probably could have took out the Zenin clan. No cap. Yeah, the little 24 flame bullshit, he blitzed the fuck out of dude. He did that man so wrong right there. I was like, damn. So Aoya wouldn't have been no problem, and the rest of them wouldn't have been no problem.
Oh, nigga, that little squad of the Zenin. I don't even.
Yeah, the generic ass version of the Zero Division squad from Bleach and shit. Nah, we not gonna disrespect the Zero Division squad like that. I'm not gonna lie. We not gonna disrespect them niggas like that, bro.
Let me ask you this then. What do you think of this one line in the chapter, which I feel like this is like foreshadowing, like 100%, absolutely, that shit is about to hit the fucking fan and go bad for a lot of these niggas, like of our crew. You feel me? Like of Megumi and all these different teams we've been seeing like getting formed. I feel like shit's about to really go bad for a lot of people in the games because this one line in the chapter. So Megumi says, "No, we want you to remove a seal on the Prism Realm, a special grade cursed object." Hana's hand says, "Yeah, I can probably do that with the mouth on it." Megumi and Yuji, they dap each other, bro. Like, yeah, let's go.
That's what I mean by the camaraderie, bro. My niggas.
And then this nigga Megumi says, "This is going well. Now we can bring Gojo Sensei back too. But isn't this going too well?" That line right there, I was like, yeah, bro. Because I was all happy during the chapter. I'm like, oh fuck, shit has been going way too good for these niggas lately. Like, this has to reverse.
See, but that's where the next part of the chapter comes in when he talks about like the conflict of interest now with the fallen one actually being Sukuna.
But I feel like, do you think it's even more than just that too? That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like not even just that is gonna go bad because I always said that, I don't feel like they're gonna have to fight Hana, but they can't tell her the truth just yet either. So no. I don't know how they're gonna play this.
They have to get both personalities arguing with each other.
Oh, Hana versus her, the inner shit?
Yeah. Because we know it's different personalities because Hana was like, you don't have to tell them everything about me. Because she even tried to like smack the hand, and the hand went, that was smack the mouth, and the mouth went on top of the hand. Like, oh, okay, yeah, don't tell them everything about me. So they still have their own two personalities, just like Yuji and Sukuna. So it has to be something that Hana wants, the body that the other one doesn't want. Or if her vessel's gone, then she can't complete her mission, regardless if Gojo's there or not.
I heard some theories saying that Hana has a crush on Megumi. That's why she silenced the thing. She didn't want the thing to admit that she has a crush on Megumi or something like that.
That's cool. That's just some girly shit.
That is some girly shit. I'm not against that either, though.
Yeah, because if Megumi get this shit over some, like yeah, you can unseal Gojo. You just got fuck. I'm gonna be blue. I'm like, yep, time turn this shit up. This shit trash. He got the bun. She do whatever he say now. I understand. For this is how life works.
That's honestly, I was saying that in my video. I'm like, bro, if this nigga Megumi get to, you feel me? Like, I don't want to be a dog or nothing, but he get to smacking that down. She just like, hey, like, the homie got Sukuna, and I'm like, can you do me a solid though? I've been giving you this good dick. She's like,
bruh,
fuck yeah.
That's gonna blow me. It's trash, but I'll be so happy my man got the buns. You feel me? I'm gonna be like, damn, G. Why you gotta get buns for plots, folks? This shit buns. This
nigga Megumi gonna be in the bathrobe. She gonna be in bed, just knocked out. He gonna shake her awake, like, hey, like.
Hey, I'm just saying. Right Yuji had the white one on. He gotta have the black one on. It gotta be silk too. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, you see it.
And that nigga gonna have it. You know what I'm saying? He gonna have her kids juice box. You know what I'm saying?
You know who we missing though from this whole shit, from the whole culling game? There's just one player. I'm just like, where's my baby girl at? Like, where's my daughter? Like, where's the one girl I actually really super give a fuck about now? Because Maki let me down. There's only one girl I give a fuck about in JJK now.
You talking about Hammer Girl? Can't think of Nabara.
Nabara. My daughter, nigga. Like, where's? Give me a second, man.
This nigga slow for. This nigga.
I'll never forget this nigga Akutami if he just come out and say she dead. Like, nigga, the chapter when Yuji and Megumi met up again, you could have just came out and just outright said she's dead. But the dialogue was so fucking, you know what I mean? And Yuji just like, oh, I get it. Like, nigga, just say she's dead if she's dead. But you didn't do that, so she better not be fucking dead, bro.
Reverse curse energy, a motherfucker, bro. Cause remember, dude said he couldn't heal her because he don't got reverse curse energy. Then you got.
Has his work cut out. He got to get to Todo, Inumaki, and Nobara. Like,
see, me personally, the person who I want to get the domain expansion, besides everybody else, is Inumaki, because we seen with the Dogon situation, because Townsy pointed this out to me. Nigga, shout out Townsy. You know, shout out gang. Townsy pointed this out to me that hey, you know, so that's family. You feel me? He pointed this out to me. I think his name Dogon, the water curse spirit.
Yeah, the one that had them all trapped in that domain before.
It didn't activate a domain with his hand. It drew the symbol. So if Inumaki domain expansion symbol is his family's crest, which is probably the thing that's on his tongue. If my boy get domain expansion this arc, bro, if anybody should get it, bro, Inumaki had the clout since the beginning. Nobody came with their own clout besides Gojo, Inumaki, and Megumi, bro. Yuji had his own clout because of the blessed ass body he got for some reason that we know is strange, and you know we got the Kenjaku shit. We can theorize about that. But I was talking about the Dogon situation when you said that he drew his domain expansion on his stomach and blood. And I was hoping that, you know, the symbol on Inumaki's tongue, Townsy, will be the symbol for Inumaki's domain expansion. So that way he don't necessarily need his hands to use domain expansion. You feel me?
I never even thought of that, bro. I have to really go. But see, that's why it's good to reread. Like, cause something like that, I definitely missed with Dagon doing that with his domain. I need to go back and peep that as well. Then, but that's if Inumaki could do that, and he's already got the writings on him and stuff like that, that would be bonkers, nigga.
Yeah, he had his own. He was the sophomore at the time with his own clout, freshman at the time with his own clout. Like, yeah, he going missions by himself, bro. He don't really need, you know what I'm saying? He really that nigga, folk. You to go with Inumaki and observe, because Inumaki still was the one who killed the cursed spirit. The what, B class, A class, some shit like that.
When he was with that mission with Yuta, yeah.
Yeah, the gang banging Buddhist.
It really makes me wonder what Yuta's domain expansion was then, because we didn't get to see it because all three of them was clashing and all that. But
so what is his name? The lawyer guy. You know I'm trash for names.
Higuruma.
So with Higuruma, we know you can essentially reverse engineer a curse technique from your domain expansion. So with his curse technique, he's able to copy anything he ingests. When we see Mahito's curse technique, he's able to copy anything he touches. When we see Mahito's domain expansion, he's able to copy anything that he touches, to the degree of anything that enters the domain is automatically touched by him. So with Yuta's, maybe it's the inside of Rika's stomach. So anything that's ingested by Rika, she's automatically able to copy the skill. So maybe he's able to do it like that. Like the entire background is like her stomach. And so you're automatically ingested. So he automatically has the ability to use your curse technique without actually having to be able to go through the combat, you feel me, and hurt you to actually be able to eat a piece of your limb or a piece of you to get the technique. And then you also have the fact that he has a time limit with the ring. So now with the 120% increase, you remove the time limit. And also with that increase, he can do multiple different techniques without without actually like losing too much curse energy or too many drawbacks until the domain is over. At least that's what I see his domain expansion being.
For Yuta.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would be here for that because the major thing we have seen for him is copy and shit. So I would be here for that, for him doing that. I wonder if Rika would come to play at all. Is she involved in his domain though too? Would she be there? Like,
so doesn't he still need the weapons to actually channel the different terse techniques?
I honestly don't even know, bro. I don't even know.
I think he used the microphone for Inumakis all the time.
For the cursed speech.
Yeah, the first time, and then the second time he had the symbols on his face.
That is true.
He had to still grab the air for old girl with the naked girl.
Yeah, the Euro or something like that. Yeah, the Euro.
Yeah. So he has to still essentially fulfill the conditions to use the curse technique. Maybe you don't gotta do that no more?
Is that Sky Girl alive?
She's
alive.
I think she's part of the team.
She should be.
Because they was talking shit, like towards the end of the chapter, they were still talking shit to her. Like, it was him and Ryu's conversation, but she also had a dialogue box there, too.
Okay.
So I think the only one who's not part of the team is the captain of Poverty, Roach Magnet, whatever, Rokuju, whatever his name is.
The
Roach.
Oh, the one Yuta put his lips on.
Yeah. Captain Roach, Captain Poverty, folks. I think he's the only one who's not actually on their team.
That was crazy, bro. This nigga fucking tongued up a Roach. That shit was insane.
Hey, he needs to get that reverse curse energy to the brain, man.
Yeah, nigga had to do what he had to do. I mean, fuck, nigga, that was crazy. I didn't think this nigga was about to lip lock with this fucking...
Tongue the Roach down, bro. No cap. He went crazy, but I'm down for. That's what you got it, gang. If anyone deserves that dub, but this one, gang, you do. No cap, folks.
Bro, I don't need you to meet up with Maki at all until this nigga brush his teeth. Stay away from her, bro. I don't want y'all locking lips or nothing romantic between Maki and Yuta to this nigga. I seen this nigga with a toothbrush.
Nah, with some Colgate.
Colgate and the toothbrush, nigga, for real.
And the yellow Listerine.
Come on, he got to do it all. That was nasty, bro. And the coldest part, that Roach really came back too. And I think that was even colder when
bro.
The Roach came back.
The man had the power of roaches, bro.
That nigga literally just put his hand on that Roach's face and just blew it away. And then he was walking towards Ryu to fight that nigga. The Roach pops up in front of him. He just put his hand on that nigga, blew him away, walked forward like, all right, let's fight, nigga. That was crazy, nigga.
Hey, the Roach coming back, man.
Nigga, stop.
Bro, he's a Roach, bro. He came back. Bro, he came back because he put his consciousness into one of the many roaches he had.
So this nigga gonna come back like on some Naoya shit. I would be mad.
Hey, but if they have to fight an army of them in part 2,
that would be hard though. I mean,
because you can't act like when Yuta wasn't giving him like, well, he didn't just like completely blow him away with some OP shit. We would just give him straight up hand to hand, bro. That Roach wasn't the problem.
That Roach hit him in the stomach though too. Remember that?
Yeah, then he made the roaches come out his arm.
Yeah, bro.
So imagine an army of them versus 5 people. 3 people currently.
Them roaches would for sure kill Hikari. I would love to see that.
See, man, hey, man, Hikari, man. We ain't gonna keep going down this path, fish, man.
Fuck Hikari, nigga. I need that nigga gone.
Nah, man, that man to go, man. You gotta get rid of Bernard first, bro, before Hikari gotta go, bro.
More goated than Hajime. Don't do this.
Shit, Maki got the weakest team right now. Wait. Let me think about it. Who has the weakest team in your opinion right now?
So Yuta has him, Ryu, Sky Girl, and himself. Maki, the sword nigga, the sumo. Maki has the weakest team, bro. Who's on Hikari's team? Hikari, Charles Bernard got the future though on his side.
Oh, bro, stab your ass. Oh, bro.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Charles Bernard, Kamo. No, what's his name? What is Kashimo? Charles Bernard, and Panda.
I mean, Panda's like the weakest. Like every team has like this weakest link ass nigga. Like Panda's trash. You look at Maki's team. She got fucking Kamo. I mean, I'm putting more respect on the sumo nigga. Fuck that nigga straight up. But then you have what Yuta's team. You got the Sky bitch. I don't give a fuck about her, my nigga.
Hey, she kind of hard though. Anybody
team than you think? It's not Takaba. I'm telling you right now, it's not Takaba.
Takaba the GOAT, G. I don't care what nobody say, G. That nigga the GOAT, G. When I did the reread, bro, and I was like actually like 100% dived in, dwelled in, paying attention, like theory brain going. Takaba is a nigga. That nigga's a GOAT, bro.
That nigga jumped into the fight at one point and just like, what was it from Boondocks? I just kicked you in your chest, knuckle.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do, bro? That nigga ran there. Oh, you said, wait, rock this nigga up. Make sure you get his points too. I bet.
Say less. He was in there. He was like, oh, so y'all. He's like, y'all some cowards. I see y'all trying to jump niggas.
Oh, bro.
He's goated.
That nigga said that shit not funny, gang. Y'all trying to let me show you something funny. Then the nigga said, oh y'all don't think this funny. Rock the nigga who was making his eyeball and tooth explodes. That nigga, that shit nasty. Nigga, rock that nigga. Posed on that nigga. Hit the break dance. Posed on that nigga like, yeah, y'all niggas bitches. Nigga, hold on. This nigga Taco but different.
He did all that shit with a smile on his fucking face. That shit killed me, bro.
Different. Nigga said, I can't punch this nigga. What's this nigga? This nigga got Vaseline on. That nigga pulled up like Terry Crews, bro.
He did. I'm like, what the fuck is this? That was funny as fuck. That nigga was funny, bro.
Bro, Takaba is probably side character wise my favorite side character in regards to the ones introduced in the Culling games, bro.
Nah, hell yeah, I liked him more than I mean, I enjoyed Higuruma. Don't get me wrong. I didn't like the whole fight itself. I like the deeper stuff that was going on. But I like Takaba. Yeah, he's definitely one of my favorites for sure. It would be Takaba. For me, Takaba's up there. Then it would have to be Hajime Kashimo, just because he was raw as fuck. And then even that little flashback of him being an old man talking to Kenjaku, that was so fucking raw to me. So it would be Takaba, Hajime Kashimo, and then Higuruma for me. No, I have Ryu Ishigori up there pretty high too, because I really enjoy Ryu Ishigori. Like, just like nigga, like he's smoking his little cigarette, nigga. Like, bro, I had a good ass life, nigga. Like, I was content. But there was just one fucking thing missing. It was just something. You know, I had my bitch. I was getting in good.
No, his old thing was he wasn't content. He's like he had all this shit, like everything any man could want, and he didn't want that shit because there was just one thing he couldn't get that he felt like that just shit wasn't enough for him. And like as a man, like you.
What was that line he said, nigga? Like the table is set. And he's like, and then you saw all the dessert.
He fixed his head like, oh, the table is set. What he said, the table is, what is Yuta's last name, bro? What that nigga said, the table is set. Akosu fixed his head, let us die. Point the finger. Hold on. Bro, no cap on this nigga. That nigga was spazzing, bro. And then like, as a man, bro, you have no choice but to respect it, bro.
I had to, bro. Like, as a man, I just felt, you feel me? Like, as a man, I just saw him like, bro, that's a fucked up situation. You got everything a man would want. It's just like something's fucking missing though, my nigga. Like, oh, that just like, bro, I felt that. I was like, yo, he's hard.
And so like,
I'm not even at my own house. I'm gonna start breaking shit.
Okay, so Ryu, number one. Just because, like, as a man, you gotta feel that one. Like you can do everything you can for one thing, and then you miss out on everything else. And so, like, if you look at one tree, you miss the forest. If you look at the forest, you miss one tree. And so, although the grass may look greener on the other side, you have to pick your side, and you have to just go with it. And so, even though he picked what he wanted to get through the battles. He wanted to have a wife. He wanted to have many kids. When you don't know what that one thing is that you crave. He wanted to be full, but he didn't know what it took to be full.
Yep.
And like, even if it was just as simple as him being beaten, because at the time he was like one of the strongest people there. At that time, maybe that wasn't enough for him. So in this era, he found someone who completely decimated him. Like someone, no matter how much he eats, he will always be full. You gotta respect it. And it's the same thing with men. You feel me? And with adults in general.
It makes me respect Kenjaku a lot too, because the way he played it when he went to go, I mean, you know, we didn't get to see Kenjaku's dialogue with Ryu, I feel like, but we saw him talking to Hajime Kashimo, and he's like, yeah, nigga, the strongest sorcerer was Sukuna and da-da-da, but he didn't even tell this nigga about Ryu Ishigori.
No, he told him. He said, who's the strongest person you know? He was like, it's this guy with the highest curse energy output. And then we see Ryu smoking the pipe and shit. And then he was like, no, ever. And then he said, well, Sukuna, but it's too late for that. Like, Sukuna era came to an end. That's why I think the Tengen thing kind of it fits kind of perfect in the era, you feel me? The Tengen theory, you know what I'm saying? You may have to go back in the video to watch, you know what I'm saying? But hey.
But I feel like Ryu definitely would have got his shit tore the fuck up by Hajime Kashimo though. That was a good fight for Ryu. Like,
you about to hate me. You about to hate me, bro.
You would have won that?
No. I just thought about who's the weakest team. Utah has the weakest team.
Because of the Sky Girl and having Ryu?
Yeah.
It's only 3 niggas though too. Like it's only 3
like,
of them, right?
Like Kashimo would lock down Ryu for. I'm sorry, G. You gotta think about how smart Kashimo is, bro. He'll lock Ryu ass down, gang.
I can see Kashimo fighting Ryu and the girl at the same time, low key.
Hakari has 4 minutes and 11 seconds before he can activate. Wait. Hakari has 4 minutes and 11 seconds before he can activate domain. Yuta has 5 minutes. Hakari doesn't know how to use reverse curse energy automatically. You feel me? Like it's embedded in his brain to do it automatically. He doesn't do it intentionally. We haven't really seen what his curse technique can do. So even if Yuji eats his arm, the nigga gonna pop domain expansion. It has to last 49 seconds, and Yuta can't use the ring no more. You feel me? Panda just bypassed defense. So Panda working old girl in the air. I'm not gonna lie, he working her.
You know, it's the coldest thing. It's just like I've never thought Panda was weak per se. You feel me? But the way this nigga switched finally into his form, we haven't seen that little sister form. We finally, the same panel we get the sister form revealed.
The same panel she dies.
On a what the fuck? It was like some MHA shit. We got Bakugo with the fucking his newest quirk shit body. Just
Kashimo is literally Android 17. Nigga said, bro, what you mean we gotta let them charge up to the max? Yeah, we gotta let them strong. They gotta charge up to their final form. We gotta be better, stronger. What the fuck? Is this why you niggas been getting y'all ass whooped, nigga?
This nigga Android 17 said, nigga, I am not a Saiyan. I don't give a fuck about that. Look, what? What are you talking about? We're Android, nigga. I'm calculating.
Motherfuckers got the morph his ass like, nigga, you not about to do that, gang. You got too happy, bro. This ain't that, gang. He hit him with the katakuri. Why would I let you transform, bro?
Why would I let you? That's cold. That's cold. That's cold. That's cold, nigga.
No cap, bro. That nigga Kashimo, bro. He's up there, bro. And then Bernard, his whole point about this, bro, he gonna draw manga about it.
Yeah.
Or he gonna start snaking niggas like Usopp, snake a nigga. Yeah, nigga. Look out to your left, Hakari. 1 second in the future. With Hakari immortality.
Yeah, that's kind of broken.
Kashimo's strategy. Panda ability to bypass. And this one thing is I enjoy about actually Panda and his brother and sister being separated was now Panda can actually develop on his own. He's good enough to have his own. He got to the point where he can have his own consciousness. Now he has to develop on his own. He can't rely on his brother and sister. And we've seen that he was the weakest. So now that we know what his brother and sister can do and that he's been watching them this entire time with that little past dialogue box, what chapter we got with them?
Yeah.
What Panda's gonna do with his subconscious or his soul becomes an adult, bro. Panda's gonna be a monster too, bro.
Imagine Gaku Ganji come up to Panda and he just tells this nigga like the curse shit. Panda start making other cursed dolls and shit. I doubt it, but I'm just saying that could. I mean, I don't know. That would be fucking crazy to me.
Or he adds more course.
That could be crazy. Gakuganji helps this nigga get more cores in his shit or something like that would be insane.
And then that, because that's the last remnants of Principal Yaga. Like, and Gakuganji even said he didn't want to kill Principal Yaga.
Yeah.
And then he like shed a tear and shit. Like, bro, why did you just tell me this in the beginning? Nigga, it's a curse, nigga. You live with this shit, nigga. And now he's gonna see Panda in a different light. I'm like, damn. That's why he was just like, bro, you're not mad that I killed your dad? Like, nah, fool. I'm a panda. I don't feel human revenge, but nigga, that still pops, nigga. Ah, damn.
Daddy.
I hate this nigga fish. I hate this. I hate this nigga fish.
Daddy. Nigga, did we cover this chapter? Hold on, man. I'm trying to see if we missed something too from this shit, cause. So what is this realm though? I was trying to ask niggas in my video and I covered it. What is this exact realm that Sukuna and Yuji be talking in? Like, what is this shit?
So we seen with Gojo when he like put the only thing we seen in the prison world was like skeletons and shit, like trying to touch Gojo, but they couldn't do it because obviously the application of affinity. And so it's either a realm of the dead, like for trapped souls. You feel me? That's what I want. They have to probably like, I want like some impaled down shit. Like they thought, oh yeah, we just gotta free Gojo. Let's free Gojo from this secure place, and they have to actually, someone has to go inside of there and bring them out.
Oh, and you was saying that you think like they actually have to go inside the realm itself and fight like a spirit that's like the warden of that pretty alley. I remember you saying that.
Yeah. And now also, that's inside Sukuna's soul. Hold on, what's inside Sukuna's soul? What, am I tripping, Townsend? Wait, the prison realms. Hey, hold on. Maybe I'm reading this wrong. The prison realms inside Sukuna's soul. That'd be fire. maybe I'm reading that wrong game, but that'd be fire though.
Him and Yuji are talking that's inside Sukuna's soul.
Yeah, when they was talking.
Yeah, when him and Yuji be talking, that's inside Sukuna's soul. So, I just feel like.
So. Oh, go ahead, bro.
I just feel like I mean, if. Like truly, when this is Sukuna's soul type shit, there was no way when him and Yuji was going at it in the beginning, like how we were talking about the in chain,
yeah,
and stuff like that. And he's making there was no way Yuji was ever gonna beat this nigga inside of Sukuna's own soul. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you was in his domain, bro. You was even deeper in his domain because the domain is just pretty much your soul curse technique coming to fruition, like how you is as a person coming out. So. No, he was not gonna beat that nigga in his own soul, bro. That nigga got finessed. Exactly. He got overly finessed.
I gave this nigga a dirty deal.
Okay, it wasn't even no deal. Wasn't even no. This nigga said, bro, this is not a democracy.
At all. So do you see Yuji getting some of Sukuna's curse techniques, like how Gojo had mentioned in the beginning of the series, coming like soon? Do you think that we'll see this soon, or there's some like some end game shit or something? Like what are you thinking?
If Yuji gets the chop shit, that'd be fire because it'd be like foreshadowing to his very first weapon he used before he knew how to utilize curse techniques. Or curse energy. Yeah. And it was actually, the knife was like a machete, not a machete, like a cleaver. And that's one of Sukuna's curse technique is cleave, if I'm not mistaken, cut and cleave.
Yep, dismantle and cleave, yeah.
So that shit'd be fire. Y'all as well, him and Yuji were talking, wasn't talking. Oh no. We wasn't talking about that. That was beforehand. We was talking about with the prisoner. We was hoping that they would have to go inside to get Gojo out rather than Gojo automatically being released. You feel me? At least that way we could get to see like a different realm, like how we seen in Chainsaw Man with the Hell realm in Jujutsu Kaisen. That's what we was talking about.
And if Kenjaku did leave something in place inside that prison realm to like watch over it, and these niggas go in there trying to think Hana just deactivate it, we'll go in there and grab. Nah, nigga, or what if she touches it, and before you can free Gojo, like a spirit does come out of the box, besides Gojo, like some kind of like warden, defeat me, and then you can get go like type shit. I don't even know, but if they have to go in there and fight and shit, or some shit comes out, either way, I'm here for it.
it has to be, if this spirit is that, it has to be on par to be able to keep Gojo at bay too, or be able to push them to the next level that they want to, that they need to be at, because that's the whole point of the Culling Games. So Gege still has to push that point out there. Oh yeah, they whole point of this shit is pretty much a training arc. It's just a big ass tournament.
I know you fuck with Megumi, so I'm gonna ask you, like, do you ever see Megumi, like, by the end of this series being on par with the Shikigami user from one of his ancestors?
He is surpassing that nigga. They fought to a stalemate. Then Gojo said he had more potential than him. He may not think it.
Right?
Yeah, they fought to death to a stalemate.
So you think Megumi's gonna surpass? Like, he does some shit, he wins. Like, he wins, nigga, and lives.
So like, he don't necessarily need to win. Gojo needs to acknowledge it. Because honestly, if Megumi uses his domain, let's say he gets to the point where he can actually use a divine domain, you feel me? Which is way more useful than the initial pocket dimension domain that everyone uses. Then and he gets the 10th cursed spirit. Because we see with that domain, he's able to utilize more than one of that spirit. So he can summon a whole bunch of frogs. He can summon more than 5 frogs. He can summon a ton of frogs. He can summon multiple noise. So he'll be able to summon an incalculable amount of shadows. And it may be either a whole bunch of max elephants. It may be a whole bunch of frogs. Or it may be a whole bunch of those 10 different, the last Shikigami that he can tame that Sukuna took down. It could be a whole bunch of those. And if
that General Makaraga that summoned, that would be insane.
And then that'll be more of a problem, because now if you have multiple a ton of those and they're all turning the wheel to a different degree, then essentially it'll be damn near impossible to beat this nigga.
Yeah, that would be insane. I mean, shit, even one of them General Maharaga, that's insane. The shit was literally like turning the wheel, healing itself.
Yeah, because the shadow was actually making copies of it. So it's like, it wouldn't be one if he activated domain. And that'd be the thing that put him and someone with the 6 eye and limitless technique on par with each other. Because this nullifies reverse curse technique. This nullifies curse technique. This nullifies whatever. And it's like, oh, okay, so if you have more than one of them, then essentially you're nullifying each part you're essentially blocking all pawns on the chessboard. So it's gonna be harder for them to make a move.
Yeah, that would go bonkers, nigga.
And he can switch place with them automatically. So yeah, I don't know, man. When Gojo was like, yeah, you got more potential than me, and then we seen that last spirit, I'm like, hey, man, he may got more potential than my man Gojo, man. You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't even thinking that, bro. Like, if he used the domain and starts, like, he was copying the other ones. If he copied that shit, that would be insane, bro. That's broken. That's broken as fuck. More than one General Maha, that's insane, bro. I wasn't even thinking that. That's crazy.
So I know earlier you said that what if Sukuna's, that the black box thing that he said open was like him taking someone else's curse technique of someone that he killed. So what if initially that entire realm is like Yamato from Bleach Bankai?
Well, what was the Bankai?
One of the forms is like whoever he killed with the flames, their soul gets trapped in his Bankai and it gets released as like one of the skeletons and shit. Part of his like flaming undead army.
That's gonna be a fucking problem, man. If that's the case, that's gonna be like a huge problem. Like, who's stopping that? I don't know. I just feel like I don't even know, man. This Sukuna shit is just like we really gotta start getting some more answers. We gotta start getting a lot more answers surrounding Sukuna for sure, because there's just a whole bunch of shit we just don't know. Just a bunch of shit we really don't know. And I've always loved like the dynamic of Sukuna in this story. I don't really like to compare this shit to other shit because I'm not really trying to be here and shit on other series. But when you look,
go ahead, bro. The opinions, nigga, state your opinion.
I instantly think of like Naruto and Naruto having the tail beast in him, and him and Kurama being buddy. I'm like, bro, get that shit out of here. This
Oh
nigga
yeah.
he laughing at Yuji. He don't give a fuck about this nigga Yuji. I love that, bro. He's like, nigga, I'm not helping you, nigga. Like, and then he in that one time in the beginning when
With
Megumi had
Junpei.
left. Was it around? No, yeah, the Junpei stuff he was laughing on, but even before that, I think it was right before Yuji he takes out Yuji's heart. Like when Sukuna really like takes over, he was just like he accidentally like healed his hand again. Yuji had lost his hand or whatever, and Yuji was like kind of getting scared, and then Sukuna took over, and he accidentally he's like damn, I accidentally healed this brat's hand. That was like bro, Sukuna's just vicious, bro. Like he had healing Yuji's body at all. Like that hit.
That nigga is a demon. That nigga said shit. Did that shit on accident trying to block this nigga attack.
The fuck?
I did not mean to do this shit. God damn it. I'm like, damn. It's like that gay.
That's why I need Sukuna. I never want to see Sukuna ever. I mean, I have no doubts this will never happen. But you know what I mean? Like, I never want to see Sukuna be buddy with Yuji. And I don't think that ever will happen. I don't think, Akutami's a fraud in that sense. But just, bro, don't give me that. Have Sukuna hate this nigga forever, for real. He said the first person, Sukuna said in the beginning, the first person he gonna kill is he really gonna go after was Gojo. He told Gojo, he's like, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill your ass, nigga. I need that Sukuna versus Gojo battle. I need that. It's not gonna go good for Gojo either. That might be the nigga that kills him.
I think he's gonna take off Gojo's arm at the very least.
He might take them 6 eyes from Gojo.
Nah, I don't think he's gonna take those. I think he's gonna respect Gojo. Like, I don't think Sukuna's gonna kill him.
Sir?
Like, in regards to, like, I'm not gonna say, like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna allow you. No, I mean, like, the story's not gonna allow Gojo to die right then and there. Gojo's gonna be...
Wait, he's like, I'm gone.
Yeah, he's gonna take off on that nigga. Like, he can literally cover vast amounts of distance, and Sukuna's domain literally has a limit to it, how much it can cover. Oh, he brought Yuji back instantly.
Bro, I would be in tears, bro. This nigga's Gojo just like, all right, I'm gone. Like, this nigga's,
so,
you feel me? That would be insane. Gojo,
would it be insane? Even is Gojo admitting someone stronger than him. He already said that the other generation, they have more potential than him. And so to watch him train them, some people with more potential than him to get closer to where Sukuna is, and we actually get to see Sukuna realize his plan or his dream, that'd be fire as the final act to JJK.
Regardless of Sukuna leaving Yuji's body and getting his own or not, if it comes down to it, and you know what I mean, like if it comes down to it, he just takes over Yuji's body, EOS or something like that, he's getting jumped. Regardless of him having his own body or taking over, Sukuna has to get jumped by the end of this shit, because I just don't see Megumi or just Gojo one-on-one with it. But Sukuna's getting his ass jumped. And you know JJK, we always talk about this. JJK loves jumping niggas. Sukuna's gonna be the ultimate jump, nigga. Like,
see, it's gonna be fucked up because they're gonna try to jump him and it's not gonna work in their favor. It's gonna be the first time we see niggas try to jump and they get their ass whooped for
hold it, nigga. Like, oh man, it's gonna have to be a lot of niggas too trying to jump this nigga. Like,
bro. Sukuna was treating Jogo like a Bleach character. This nigga was grabbing this nigga face, bro. Grab this nigga. Go up there, bitch. Dragon Ball Z, nigga. I seen this shit with Yuji. Nigga did the little axe hand down to the ground. Ah, damn, fool.
This shit's gonna be filthy, bro. When we get to the end of the story, these niggas is finally trying to take out Sukuna. Because I don't feel like it's gonna happen now, or... I don't, potentially him getting split from Yuji now in this arc because of Hana and like some other shit. I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna say I'm against it, but I'm just when the time comes for us to take out Sukuna, that is the main mission. This is gonna be one of the craziest battles. It's gonna be on some Madara versus the all the, you feel me, like all the armies. This is gonna be some insane shit.
So are you So from what I kind of see is that Sukuna and old girl who's and the rest of the people that's following Sukuna, because you know he was like, yeah, what happened to these people? Well, just continue the plan or whatever the case may be till you see them. I feel like they're gonna have conflicting goals from Kenjaku. So If you would want anyone to succeed, would you rather see Kenjaku succeed, or would you rather see Sukuna succeed?
Sukuna, automatically. Sukuna. I mean, I fuck with Kenjaku. You feel me? He's one of my favorite villains right now. That's in manga just in general. I'm reading Berserk too, so I have this nigga Kenjaku up there because I really do have a lot of respect for this nigga. But I feel like I said this before. I feel like Sukuna and Kenjaku have an understanding. They have some shit in motion together, but they both have their own mode. Like their own. They're both hiding some shit from each other at the same time. They're both definitely hiding some shit. Like
they're playing my bad for interrupting you. Just real quick, they're playing the game of like I always remember this from Bleach, King and Horse.
You gonna break it down?
Like when what is that? White Ichigo was like, yeah, I'm just waiting for you to lose control just one instance, and I'm taking over. Kenjaku, Sukuna at this point, he's not a human anymore. He's a cursed spirit. So he's still susceptible to Uzumaki. I think Kenjaku just building his strength. He's just planning right now, but he doesn't want to like follow Sukuna. I don't think he did all this planning and all this conniving shit, destroying the higher ups, killing all the higher ups to make sure that these niggas stay criminals. For him to follow Sukuna.
Yeah, that too. Kenjaku has like contingencies to get Gojo out the way and build up Sukuna in the meantime. So when Sukuna gets like 20 fingers, Uzumaki is taking control. Like that could be crazy, nigga.
But he still has to beat the cursed spirit for Uzumaki to take him. And then since Sukuna is a special grade, he's above special grade. The ability Kenjaku may get from Sukuna. And then Sukuna, the amount of pride he has, how he been laughing at people, at Yuji in the situation, how he saying niggas is beneath him, and for him to finally get his just desserts after giving Gojo his just desserts, and Kenjaku shits on him, and we get to see maybe not whether Sukuna cries or break down, like mental turmoil, like him just like going crazy because he failed.
That would be insane.
That'll be fire. And then we just got one more step, and all these niggas is beating and battering, and that'll be the last arc, or the last portion of the arc. And it wouldn't feel like a bullshit ass pull like Kaguya and Naruto when she was like, oh yeah, Black Zetsu stabbed Madara, yeah, nigga, you a bitch, nigga. I always thought you was a bitch, nigga. I'ma bring back my mama.
That was insane. Kaguya coming out of like just left field. I'm like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, because Uzumaki and Soul Transfiguration and Sukuna not liking his soul getting touched and shit like that. All of that may come into play later, and that should be fire if it rounds up with him losing.
I'm here for it, nigga. I just don't want to see no buddy shit with Sukuna. I want this nigga evil as fuck. Like,
he just be like, yeah, Gojo, you're not strong enough to train you, nigga. Let me train you, G.
Bro, I dropped this series so fucking fast. You ain't never seen a nigga drop some shit so fast.
I'ma call this shit the worst thing next to Fairy Tail, gang.
I'll go out there and have to find Akutami in Japan, nigga. I'll be on a mission.
No cap, bro. That shit, bro. Man, so okay, so we got through most of the shit I wanted to talk about. Anything you want to talk about specifically, family?
I'm trying to think. I feel like let me say this then. I'm still on this hana shit. Like, I feel like that spirit inside of her. I don't know if you want to like do like final thoughts type shit, but the spirit thing. This I don't know. Just the more I look at this chapter, her having the same thing as Yuji, and then immediately Yuji just them trying to like play it off like, oh, she's like me, and they don't even like really like ask her like what's going on, like, who's inside of you. There's something really going on. I feel like it's gonna be so important. Whatever the fuck is inside of her. This thing is gonna be so major, bro. I don't know if you feel the same, but
Kenjaku
it has to be a big thing.
The way I see it was Kenjaku was already inside somebody's body when he met Kashimo, because he was Noritoshi Kamo at the time.
Yeah, Kenjaku definitely just took over some nigga's body. I don't think that was the real like original Kenjaku either.
So maybe Kenjaku was a student of the Fallen after he failed from grace, because in the Bible, it was Satan who fell, but it was also other angels who fell with him.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah,
so,
the devil, yeah.
And so, with the appearance of an angel, she has to be Tengen's most loyal follower. So at this point, she'll be kind of like Michael, like Tengen's strongest angel without being, Tengen's angel. And so, what if they both went to Kenjaku? Although opposite reasons, but for initially, for Sukuna to come back to life and for her to take care of Sukuna, now they have both become cursed objects that can't be destroyed and can stand the test of time.
But now she's going after this nigga though.
Yeah, but that's the whole reason why she made the deal.
Cause I'm gonna get this nigga one day. Yeah. And we're talking about the spirit that's in her, right? That's just like they got this.
Yeah, the spirit that's in her.
Yeah, I'm telling you that God stuff kind of threw me off too. Just its beliefs and this and that. So I'm just like, all right, yeah, there's definitely some kind of beef going on between that entity inside Hana and Sukuna himself from the past. And like we've said this multiple times already too. That Heian flashback, the arc itself, like if we get it, this shit has to just cover so much stuff. And I feel like it's gonna hit. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be a miss in any kind of way for Akutami. This shit's gonna be gas.
Yeah, I'm not seeing this slowing down at all. Like, even if we have to, because, like, the thing is, they were saying how, like, it doesn't matter how strong we get. Kenjaku has a plan that's that much bigger. And so now it was important for us to get these other people because he has to fit these puzzle pieces together for Kenjaku. Plan to actually get to that point or be that big of a deal. So let's say, for example, we get everybody, all the teams come together to fight Kenjaku. And he still beat these niggas' asses, bro. After all the power-ups we got through this arc. He still rocked these niggas, bro. That will fulfill the point of the color games. That will fulfill the point of him even activating the color game so that way he can go get Tengen. We'll see Choso again. We'll see what's going on with old girl with the nice titties. You know what I'm saying? What type of girls you like, you feel me? We'll see the reason why she keeps coming to the story. What she discovered after traveling the world. Whether it be her end all be all. You feel me? How she's gonna bring her goal to fruition. We may get that. It's a lot of stuff we may get, but we'll only get it if Kenjaku wins.
Nah, that nigga can't win. I just thought about why he can't win too, nigga. Because Nobara would stop him. She'll come back in that moment and just stop that nigga.
Oh yeah, she pull up with, she gonna be like, yeah, but when I died, I touched the very essence of my cursed energy. Domain expansion.
And then I've seen a lot of people like theorizing. God damn. I've seen people theorizing on Nobara. They're like, because right before what happened to her with Mahito, she was talking about trying to feel the core of cursed energy. And
no, she already felt it. She already felt it again.
That was the same thing Gojo was talking about, what happened to him and that Toji shit. So she might have that whole reverse. I don't know, bro. I'm just hoping she come back, bro. Like, that's all I want. That's all I want. I just want my baby. I just want my little daughter.
Where do you think, what team do you think she fits in? Do you want her to go with Yuji? I don't think right now, if Gege were to bring her back in part 2 or part 3 of the Culling Games, what part would you want her to be in and what team would you want her to be in?
I want her to come in at the very end, nigga, in part. Because she has to come back, especially with that backstory we got for her, too, out of nowhere. Talking about some other girl we didn't even, know, and then the girl's mom was the reason they had to leave or whatever. They was getting shit rid on. Their house was getting, all this stuff was happening to their house.
Vandalized and shit, yeah.
So I would prefer Nobara come in on her little, give Nobara a Goku moment. Like, I am here. Like, nigga, I'm here to save the day type shit. And I want her to be on Yuta's team then, because he only has 3 people. This is the first thing that thought that came to me. Just like, I'll send her to Yuta's team just because he's lacking one person. So.
Resonance. Resonance is automatically the reason she needs to come in at the end because Resonance, bro, is the automatic counter to Soul Transfiguration.
Okay.
Because she was like, remember when her and Mahito's clone fought, he was like, wait, I thought Yuji was my only natural enemy. No, this bitch is my natural enemy. Took off on her ass. Oh, damn.
You're spitting. What the fuck? Why did that just hit me right now? He did say that too.
So
this could really go against the transfiguration shit.
Yo, what's poppin', Dream?
Fuck Dream.
That's game, fun. Stop it, bro. But yeah, so that's pretty much the counter the soul transfiguration. So if she snake him, pull up with the resonance. You feel me? Stop him for him. She don't gotta completely stop him. Just hold him for a brief second. You feel me? That way that he don't kill the main cast. Fire ass interest. Cause Nabara, hands. Kugasaki, hands, nigga.
Yeah, you spitting.
Hands. Oh, I can't kill this bitch. Bring out the Usopp hammer. Oh, hold on. Mega Maka. Yes, hands.
She might even come back with some new shit. Like that would be crazy too, nigga. She come back with doing some newer shit, like some other. You know what I mean? Like I'm here for it.
Well, she's like Mai.
100%.
Well, she's like Mai. How Mai can conjure the bullets through her curse energy, but maybe she conjures a hammer, like a giant ass hammer.
Don't play with me.
Or do some like Thor shit. Manipulate the hammer with curse energy.
Nara, stop. Don't play with me, bro.
That shit'd be hard, folks.
Breaking shit. I'm gonna get too excited to start breaking shit. This ain't my house.
And then you got like one thing that's fire is that like in manga in general, also in Jujutsu Kaisen, the story of scars and how it helps develop a person. And with her, she's gonna have a scar because we see that reverse curse energy can't completely heal like with Maki and shit.
Yep.
So she's gonna have a scar. So I feel like when she died, she not only touched the core of her curse energy, but she got stuck there because she's pretty much in suspended animation because the dude reverse curse technique was like, yeah, it's not much time been passed since she died, so it stops all wounds that has occurred up until this point, and then I'm gonna send it to old girl. So maybe old girl was in surgery, like Kugasaki was in surgery at the time, so they don't know if she's alive, and they pour some Rock Lee shit. You feel me? But I need Kugasaki.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
To touch that essence of curse energy, bro. At the very least, bro.
You gotta come back, bro. For sure. And I feel like it's gonna be such a great moment too. Like,
and she can't be on Yuji's team for sure. She cannot be on Yuji's team.
They're already broken as fuck. They're broken.
Nigga, talk about a goat, nigga. I'm gonna keep saying this, nigga.
Don't let this nigga find
hey,
out.
but that nigga said this not funny. Bust your ass. Wait.
That nigga's crazy. Like he's just so fucking powerful. It was just, bro. That threw me for a two because I was saying this in my video too. I expected Takaba to be a villain. The way he's introduced, the dude's like, there's some people who think they're funny and some who know or whatever. It's like, which are you? He's like, I want to say 50-50, but I feel it's more 70-30. I'm like, nigga, what? He got Nanami shit. He oh my god, he got Nanami shit. He's evil. He's what? Nah, that nigga came in here all jokes and I'm like, oh, okay, for sure. This nigga,
bro, that nigga the goat, bro. That nigga Akatami said, oh, everybody pulling on Brand the fuck. Why y'all jumping this nigga for? Let me show you something, folks.
That was so hard, man.
And then his shit is like so perfectly balanced because I feel like if he gets scared, his shit doesn't work. And then the fact that he's like Hakari as well, because the fact he doesn't know he's doing it.
Yeah. Just naturally doing that shit, yeah.
So, you missed a lot. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Me and Fish been going an hour and 43 minutes. You missed a lot, bro. We didn't have all type of theories, bro. So, who do you think they're gonna get in part 2 for their team? We gotta get more teammates, bro.
For like Yuji and them?
Everybody, each team, each colony. Cause
bro, these Kyoto students gotta come into the fray. So I don't really. I mean, just like you said, we don't really give a fuck about the Kyoto school, but there's no way this other school of sorcerers does not pop up in this big ass thing of the culling game. Like that don't even make sense to me. You know, Akutami love introducing new characters and shit. I don't want to see the motherfuckers from the beginning at all. The motherfuckers with the hair techniques. Yuji was fighting the jetpack girl with the.
They dead, folks.
They dead. Oh, they really died.
No, they died, bro.
They good. Fuck them.
The dude was like, old girl with the jetpack, he threw the rock through her fucking stomach, and he was like, damn. Then he rocked her ass, like he dragged her through the building. Other dude got his skull caved in.
We can see old boy that showed Yuji where Higuruma was. We can see him again. Amani or something like that. That one he's like
Ah,
oh yeah, you were the tiger of West Side, blah blah blah.
oh yeah, for Yuji dick sucker, that nigga a bitch, nigga. I don't want to see that nigga. Yeah. Nigga was like, yeah, these niggas threatened me, so you know I gotta bring them to. You got threatened, but these niggas. Wait. One person, nigga. He gave me my favorite fight in JJK.
You know, I'd really be interested to see like
R.I.P. Reggie.
Goes into a part 2 type thing, like you're saying. I want to see Sumiki with her own shit. Like she's over here being reincarnated. She's like, nah, fuck them rules. I'm like, you know, the reincarnated person of her is already in control or whatever. It's just like, nah, nigga, like I'm in this game. Like your sister's body's mine or some shit. These niggas got to go against Sumiki and she's just fucking raw. I would be here for that. I mean, but I'm just thinking about Sumiki again. I'm like, bro, that'd be raw. If she was against these niggas. They got to fight her to try to get her original sins. But I don't know.
And then we gotta figure out why she went to sleep in the first place. Because remember during the little bridge arc when they were saying like, oh yeah, if you jump off the bridge, you allow. When Megumi initially did the domain expansion, when he has to fight the special grade, they thought that she was gonna be affected by that, and that's why she went to sleep. But no, that's not why she went to sleep.
It's for Shokin. You know what I mean? It has to be for Shokin Jaku, who had like something to do with her being like that too. Part of his plan, some kind of way.
Hey, I'm part of the team. She's one of the souls in Divine Dog. JJK is just a dark ass series like that.
Like what do you mean when you say that? Like, because I thought Megumi had her in his like he might potentially be hiding her in his shadow. Like he went to the hospital, got her. Now she's in his shadow or whatever. Because even Reggie before was like, well, what? Like I'm in his shadow, but I could go deeper in here, whatever. But what if if I kill Megumi? What if I might end up trapped in here? But So. I don't know, but I feel like maybe Megumi might have her in his shit. But at the same time, go ahead and tell me what you think about the divine. What you're saying about the divine dog soul.
The reason
thing.
I say that is because ever since we've been introduced to Megumi, he's always had knowledge of the ritual spells. So with his potential, the great families always rush people when they got great potential. So maybe they tried to make him do a ritual spell he wasn't ready for. And Sumiki got injured because of it. And so her conscience either transferred to the dog. That's why she was like, yeah, Megumi, don't do that. That's bad. And the thoughts transferred over, even though her body was transfigured by the contract with Kenjaku.
Dog is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, bro. That's why, now I get why you're saying it's a dark series. I would cry. You want to see me cry? Why are you doing this again, nigga? You want to see me cry?
Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Theory Brown. I said put the 10 for you had on like 40 minutes ago. I don't think I ever said take it off.
Bro, tears down my fucking face if that happened to Sumiki. Like, oh, bro, and she was such a kind-hearted person. Even Megumi was like, bro, she's always been kind and looking at. That would kill me, bro.
And that would be actually her still looking out for her brother.
That would be her look, but it's sad as fuck, nigga. Don't ever say that shit again, bro.
It's Jujutsu Kaisen as fuck, bro. Sukuna, help me turn Jinpei back. I'll do whatever you say, nigga. Fuck that nigga.
I've been, oh shit. Them niggas started balling, laughing. Like, is this kid serious? Him and Mojito.
Oh, bro.
Mojito, because he was just laughing with that nigga. Like, oh, these niggas are demons.
Nigga said, I'm about to help your bitch ass, nigga. I help. Oh, bro.
So good, too. The anime killed that fucking scene.
No, every jumping scene the anime killed. Every jumping scene. Fight back, nigga. Fight back. Boy, that meme is so funny, bro. Fight back, nigga.
Nigga, fight back. You just get knocked. That's some cold ass shit, Nara. I'm telling you, man. That's some cold ass shit. That's actually, honestly, I would watch like a video. If you made a whole separate theory video of that, I need it. I need that, bro. You talking about Sumiki being that could go hard. That actually blew me away right now, the way you explained it. Like, I wasn't even thinking that. And you mentioned it earlier, too. I wasn't even, what the fuck, nigga? That could actually be insane.
Yeah, because, like, for you to, like, know the repercussions and know that you're not, like, squandering your potential by doing this this ritual, even though you know you can't beat it, that means it must have happened before. If he was young, and you know how these great families is, bro, and he got sold off to him, bro. They must have made him tried to fight one of the spirits because when we found he only had 3 of them: the frog, the Nui, and the divine dogs. And divine dogs was his first 2. Well, his first spirit. I think they came as one. So, but not as one, but like 2 dogs, 1 package. You feel him type of thing because it's divine dogs with an S at the end. So they came together, and he had Nui and the frogs already, and Max here, so he had 4 up until that point. But he didn't beat Max Elephant until afterwards. So maybe they tried to make him just to see if he had the spirit, and when they found out not spirit, just to see if he had the curse technique of the Zenin clan, the shadows. They tried to make him do a ritual, and then he fucked up, and then Sumiki jumped in, and then she got fucked up. But since he got knocked out, he don't know why, because just because he gets knocked out doesn't mean the ritual stops.
That is true. Just like Sukuna had explained with the Grand Magaraga. That's true.
So it doesn't have to be Grand Magaraga. It could be any other spirit, but he was just inexperienced at the time. That's what motivates him to get stronger. And that's why he says, like, he wants everybody to die a natural death, and that's why he has to become stronger. Even if it's selfish, he wants people to die on their own terms, while Yuji wants people to live as long as they can and die a natural death.
That would be sad as shit if he has something to do with Sumiki being like that, bro. Oh, man. Damn, bro. That actually makes a lot of sense. You really should do a separate video for that, for sure. That's a good one.
I gotta edit, though. If I could just sit here and talk in front of the camera, I wouldn't mind doing the video, but if I gotta edit that motherfucker.
Fuck, that's a good one. Wow. I wouldn't even... Damn. Damn. That would be sad as fuck. That's so Jujutsu Kaisen, though, too. Yeah, that's a good point.
So, my thing is, I want to see another cursed spirit that's pretty much either like from not necessarily human emotions, but like I want to see an animal cursed spirit. Like, because even in the Jujutsu Kaisen world, they still have technology, so nature's still getting destroyed by humans. So like the anger from animals or the negative energy from animals giving us cursed spirit, because like we know that those produce the strongest cursed spirits is the one that's like from the planet itself. Or hey, if we can get, you know what I'm saying, like a Gaia, an angry Gaia cursed spirit, you know what I'm saying? That'd be fire too. Like the planets, you'd be like, y'all fucking me up too much, gang. And then it gains negative emotions because everything on the planet is technically living. Even the flowers and shit, trees and shit, technically is a living organism to a degree. So I would love to see that shit happen too.
Nah, you spitting. I'm honestly, I was here rereading the chapter again right now. Something just stood out to me though. I don't know why I just noticed this.
What?
It's the angel, and she's like, yes, I'm the angel. And then the mouth pops up. He's like, you shouldn't ask girls so many questions. Everyone's shocked. But then this isn't a thought bubble. Yuji says out loud, oh, she's like me. What? This nigga said that out loud though. Like that just hit for me right now. So what if Hana picks up on that? Like, what does this nigga mean? I'm just like him. You got a mouth that grows. Who? How many other spirit things can grow mouth? Like, she might be able to pick up on this whole like, wait. This nigga got Sukuna in him, but she didn't say anything right now.
Yeah.
I don't know why it just hit for me right now. Like, he really says that out loud. Like, oh, she's like me. Why didn't she look at this nigga like, nigga, what? What do you mean I'm just like you? You can't do this shit. Unless, she might already know Sukuna's in this nigga on the low after what he just said, or she might have already been known, but she just like waiting or something. I don't know. I feel like she don't seem dumb to me though.
I know you said you thought Hana was like she likes Megumi, that's why she smacked her face up, but I think it's something completely different.
What do you think?
I think because like if you look at the smile, it's like page 13. If you look at her smile, it's nervous, but it's almost malicious. So maybe she has her own plans as well. I don't think it's just as simple as like she was like embarrassed. I think it was like just like she had her own objectives with Megumi. And then they were like, and then she was like, "Oh yeah, you guys just so happy to see me while I was carrying this nigga off." She didn't go find them niggas; they found her. So we still have stronger players around, so she's still gonna need help. So she can unseal tech. She can she can do unsealing techniques, but like, is she really a combative? Like, does she really got the hands? You feel me? Maybe she's like the mage or the healer of the group. You feel me?
That could be true. I mean, when we seen her, she looked. I mean, I don't want to say she looked like a warrior or some shit, but she looked like she had some facilities on her. She had that little. She had her wings. She had the trumpet too, or something. Like, I thought that was so weird. Like she had like shit with her. She even has the halo too on her. So I'm like, something's going on. The wings, the halo. We don't see the trumpet in this chapter though. When we first see her, when Tengen was introduced, and like we were introduced to her being a culling game player. Yeah. We haven't seen the trumpet that she had on her too, but yeah, this is. I don't know. This shit's gonna be weird, bro. Because I feel like she definitely could be on some shit already. Just like how you said, she covered the mouth because she don't want this nigga, saying too much. Like she might actually be trying to get all these niggas. Who knows?
Oh yeah. I just remember we actually never finished the initial question that we like derailed from, which was who do you want to join each team? So I say Windsife Girl. She needs to join.
Oh, from the other school, Kyoto? The broom? Okay.
She's a scout. So she would need to join Hikari's team. She's not really a bit combative. So like she's not hands wise, she don't really got them all, you feel me? But the rest of his team do, but they need a scout. Like he just so happened to find Panda because Panda cursed energy. But with a scout, Kashimo Lightning is more effective. Hikari and Panda is more effective. Shit, Charles Bernard may be more effective with a scout.
That is true. So what do you think Miwa goes then, the sword girl?
Miwa, she has to go with Team Kappa.
Oh,
Cause she is trash. No, not because of Maki, because of the old blind swordsman.
He could teach her some shit too.
Yeah, because her simple domain, she has to close her eyes. She closes her eyes first when she activates it, and then she opens it.
You think it would just be the swordsman that helps her? You don't think the sumo wrestler dude can help her too?
Hey, the sumo man gonna be like, yeah, we gonna have a sumo match, but you gonna fight the swordsman.
That would be funny.
Everybody can hit the hyperbolic time chamber.
Everybody you get a hyperbolic time chamber. You get nigga.
But seeing like I told you, like here, like there was only things that I can see and only things that he can see. But having the character who's actually able to utilize cursed energy, so she's not able to get to that degree, so she's still able to be recognized by domain. She still has like all of the shortcomings of a Jujutsu sorcerer, but she has the sight of Toji, but not the strength. Fire. That'll be able to help her keep up more.
That could be raw. I could see that. And then if we get, who's left? Like Todo, Inumaki?
So Inumaki. So Todo. See, and this is what I'm hurt at, because whoever doesn't go with Yuta won't have. Damn, that bitch almost fell. Whoever doesn't go with Yuta, they won't have their arm back. It won't be no more reverse curse technique. So Todo, he can go with his brother. He's gonna need that IQ for Sukuna. Inumaki, he can go with Yuta. They are already best friends. If you got Megumi and Todo together, and Mai and as long as Mai and Maki has the sword, she has Mai with her, so they best friends.
Yeah, I was just thinking too. If Inumaki went with Yuta's group, it would just be just like in Volume 0 when they worked together on that mission. That would be perfect, bro.
And Panda and Hikari fuck with each other hard. That nigga pulled up like, hold on, Panda. What? You looking kind of like them, my nigga. What's going on here, fuck?
That was funny though. I'm not gonna cap. Even though I hate Hikari, but that shit was funny though. That shit was funny.
So I think I like that setup. That way, what? Maki has a scout, and she has 2 weaker people, and those 2 weaker people can help become strong. 3 weaker people, because Naruto's there.
Kamo too, nigga.
She got all the Kyoto damn there. Todo goes at Yuji because he's gonna need that strategic planning for Sukuna and Hana, and Inumaki needs his arm back, or he needs to be able to push out more curse tech energy. He may be able to learn that from Ryu, or he may learn something from Yuta because Yuta uses his curse technique, so maybe Yuta could teach him something about it. Or he may be able to learn something from old girl with the missiles, with the direct shit.
Inumaki learned from something from Ryu. He get a higher output for curse speech. That would be fucking insane, bro. That would go raw. That would be so raw. His speech just goes like even farther, and just like even like I don't even know. It's even stronger. Like, nah, that's crazy.
Cause this may get some people mad, but Inumaki may not be able to beat old girl with the air missiles, because sound has to travel through air for it to actually be heard.
The sky chick?
Yeah. She may just move the sky through it like, yeah, bro, that shit not working, gang.
I wish Akutami could have put more respect on her, but I mean, she was up against Ryu, and
she has a domain.
Yeah, she did have a domain though. That is true. She did have a domain. We didn't even get to see what any of them niggas' domain was gonna do.
He's gonna save him for part 2.
I'm here for it. I'm honestly here for it. I want to see who, because I mean, I wasn't even thinking that we were gonna get a whole bunch more teammates, but we do have to see the Kyoto students, and it's just like we have to see these niggas. Like, I don't know. It's just crazy to me. Like, we haven't seen Kusakabe or Gakuganji. Some of the other teachers, like I have that little Yukihime theory where Udahime is the teacher, the one with the scar across her face.
Yeah.
We haven't seen her since near the ending of the Shibuya stuff when they were all facing off against Kenjaku. Everyone was like, we have to stall for Udahime. We have to stall for Udahime. Then we don't see her again. And then but Yuki pops up. I'm like, bro, she's Yuki. Or maybe she's summoned. I don't know, but we haven't seen Udahime since she's fucking Yuki. She transformed into Yuki, nigga.
Hey, that'd be a fire ass theory though. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Damn, bro, Yukihime. That's my Yukihime theory.
Hey, I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? You gotta get toxic, you know what I'm saying, if it's right.
Oh yeah,
I told you so, nigga. I told you so. Break the bottle and shit, like Gucci.
I gotta go through all the videos too and get all the clips of me saying it too. Like, I've been said that shit.
Bro. I said that back in the old, nigga. Video footage.
Real video footage with the date and everything, nigga. Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, bro. We had a lot of theories today. There's a lot to talk about. How long are we in right now?
2 hours. Over 2 hours. Like 2 hours, 3 minutes. Some shit like that.
There's a lot to talk about in regards to Jujutsu Kaisen. Like, I feel like just this one chapter just revived my love for it. You know what I mean? Like, I was just so happy to talk about this shit again, nigga. I was just ready.
I hope I get another Megumi fight on the level of that Reggie fight.
I feel like the next time we get another Megumi fight, it's gonna go even harder than that Reggie shit.
Cause Reggie, that's my favorite fight in the series, bro. Like the choreography, the strategy, the ingenuity of both characters. It wasn't just like a one-sided onslaught.
The explanation for the domain, him using that gym as the space for him to that was dope, bro. That was really dope. What we got for Megumi.
That genuinely felt like a Jujutsu sorcerer versus a curse user.
Yeah.
Like
honestly,
how Kashimo back in the day, how we just find a whole bunch of curse users or Jujutsu sorcerers, or Ryu was finding a whole bunch of curse users, Jujutsu sorcerers. I feel like that's like the closest thing we get to something like that.
Yeah. Honestly, just thinking about that, like curse use, like people going at it and stuff like that, it makes me wonder if you're gonna see old Ghetto's crew, like the Ghetto, where he had the little Ghetto family. What was that nigga's name? He had like this one shirtless nigga dude, like I want to say lore something. It started with an L.
With the heart
And he had-
nipples.
yeah, and the nipple. Yeah, the nipples. He had the heart nipples. Heart nipples. Yeah, that nigga. And then he had I think Miguel was part of that shit for a little bit, but you know Miguel.
Man, that nigga got his ass for one time. Said, "Look, gang, I'm gonna take this nigga back to Africa."
That's some crazy shit, bro. Nigga beat his ass so bad he went back to Africa.
That nigga beat his ass back to the motherland, gang, bro. That shit's so funny, folks. That nigga said, "Yeah, I'm an ally now." That nigga whooped his ass to a new perspective of life, folks. That nigga said, maybe we shouldn't use slavery and whips anymore to oppress our people.
Nigga, he went back to Africa. We had heart nipples. We had the two girls. They got murdered up. Well, one of them did. The other one, I think she got away with the phone when they were.
No, she died. Sukuna chopped that bitch up.
Both of them.
Yeah, both of them died. He killed that other bitch instantly because he was like, y'all thought these little measly ass fingers was gonna make me do what y'all want. Killed the old girl with the black hair. And the old girl tried to take the picture and shit. Like, yeah, what the fuck you gonna do? Smoked her ass. Ah, damn. Slaw.
The two people who appeared in front of Kusakabe and Panda right before the meteor hit. Like, they were arguing with them two niggas, and then the meteor was coming and all that. So, I feel like they probably survived that, but because that was like the first time we've seen like these curse users, these jujutsus, like these sorcerer people who look like ninja, nigga, like who look like you know what I mean?
Real ass shinobi.
Yeah, shinobi type shit. And then the only time we saw that again after that, like shinobi looking type niggas, was the nigga that helped Gakuganji take down Yaga.
The nigga with the drill?
No. Yeah, Gakuganji, the teacher, he took out Yaga. You know, he had his little guitar shit. But there was like a shinobi looking nigga that was there with Gakuganji when he went to Yaga. And he's like, hey, you want me to finish it? And Gakuganji's like, no, leave. I'm gonna handle this. And that's when Yaga told Gakuganji this shit. But that nigga looked like a shinobi as well. So we've only seen that like twice in the series with these.
Did he have like no mouth and he just had the eye holes out?
Yeah,
he something like a little drill or some shit?
He had the mash it on.
Oh yeah, that nigga slaw. I'm folks now. That nigga, if we talking about the same nigga, we might not be. But if we talking about the nigga who Nanami was like, yeah, I'm gonna recommend you to be a special grade sorcerer.
Oh, no. That was I can't remember his name.
That nigga trash.
Stop, bro. We didn't get to see his last transformation, bro.
That nigga told you stumped that nigga out. That nigga. Bro, that nigga treated him like Heihachi and Mishima, nigga. He threw that nigga off the cliff like, bro, yo, ass train.
Hey, we might get him back in the story, maybe. Shit.
Okay, if that's the case, Kusakabe goes with Maki. He goes with Yuji.
I could see that, him going with Yuji and Megumi, because those are the last niggas that was with him. They saved him when he was falling off that shit.
Not even that, it's because Nanami put respect on Yuji's name, and he has to see why Nanami respects Yuji now.
Oh, true. That too. I was saying that too, because them niggas did really save that nigga though too. Like that would just be perfect for them to be, you know, him to have that moment. He's like, bro, like, I never got to thank you guys, you know, type shit.
Boy, if you just joined the team because you wanted to thank a nigga, boy, you's a bitch. Let me be part of your thank you. Let me be part of your team. No. What can you do? Thank you.
He had like four transformations or something like that. We didn't get to see that last one. He's about to pull out until.
Oh yeah, for that nigga pulled out. I think he was inspired. You can say I'm tripping, but he was inspired in general from Shaman King.
That's how Shaman King gets down?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. See, I wouldn't even know, nigga. You got all the series on lock, nigga.
Cap.
But I really didn't have nothing else to say, nigga. I'm really trying to think, like, we covered a whole bunch of shit, nigga.
Yeah, this is gonna be a doozy to fucking go through, like, recording wise and like make different videos of. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker gonna be a doozy, folks. But that's pretty much all I got for this video. Make sure you guys go like the video, cause you don't check your likes.
Come on.
I don't check my likes, nigga. I just be liking people's shit. Like, oh, you gang, boy, and like your shit.
Move on to the next.
No cap. No cap. If I need to find the video, I'll go to your channel and find the video. Second, comment down below if you think any of these theories are accurate. What are your Jujutsu Kaisen theories after chapter 199? And third, because it's last but not least, and save the best for last, the most important, go subscribe to Fish's channel. My boy almost at 400. You know what I'm saying? You know, you gotta keep an eye on the homies challenge. You know what I'm saying? My boy up and coming. He may surpass me. You know what I'm saying? So go
Shit, nigga.
subscribe to Fish. You feel me?
YouTube
'Cause
journey, this YouTube shit is some. It takes a minute, but nigga, we've been at it. I'm not gonna stop either. So, but I appreciate the love, bro. I appreciate you having me on today. We really gotta do this more often for sure. Like I honestly say, like, let this shit heat up some more, and then we gotta come back again after another go to that chapter and do another discussion if you down. But yeah, just let me know,
definitely,
man.
bro. Yeah, the moment you be like, hey, Nara, we can do a discussion on your channel. I bet. But the moment you surpass me in subs, I'm gonna instantly be like, hey, Fish, we're gonna have to do that discussion on your channel.
Hey, say less, nigga, for real. Say less for real. I've been bullshitting my YouTube, but we really back on it though.
No, I seen you been grinding these past 3 weeks, folks. So you know what I'm saying. I've been trying to get you on here, but like I said, I can't. Like if I'm feeling it and you not feeling it, then nigga,
Nah,
it what it is.
I mean, we could talk One Piece one of these days too. It don't. I mean,
I don't know about talking One Piece. For One Piece, just fun right now. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, it's just we having a lot of fun with that. But yeah, bro. I'm gonna hit you later on the Discord or on Twitter or something. But for sure, yeah, let me know how the editing goes with all this. But yeah, peace out, much love, praise it to the Most High. You feel me?